Hello, welcome to Your Opinion Sucks.
Such a dick.
I'm going to leave that in. Okay, hey everyone, and welcome back to Your Opinion Sucks, the podcast where a group of London-based students all get together to loudly argue and debate over their own opinions in the world of film, TV, and pop culture. Welcome back, boys. We are back.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Nathan Bauer. I'm joined by the boys again.
I am again one of the boys, Laurence. Hi, C. Big up.
I think we've already established I too am one of the boys.
Name? What's your name?
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah, the fans need to know, Garrett, your name.
I'm one of the new boys. My name is Harry.
Welcome, Harry. First time on the show.
Thank you.
But you are an official boy.
I am. I missed the last one.
You missed the last one.
What-
So did
what were
Tom,
you doing?
who is also here.
I think I'm one of the boys.
You are
I
one of
hope
the
I
boys.
am
Be
one of the boys.
You're a separate boy at the moment, though. 'cause
I am
you're like,
separate. I'm in my little room, but my
You're in
name's
your own
Tom.
little
How you
room.
doing?
But that means you just get your own space. So
I
that's
actually
fine.
love this.
Yeah.
I can watch porn.
We're all
on the
cramped.
computer.
Please
Yeah,
don't
it's
watch
great.
porn.
Well,
like that. Yeah.
I have two computers. That's
I'm
two
sorry.
screens at once. I'm
You have
sorry.
like 3 screens, mate, so you're doing
Tony
good.
doesn't want you filthing up his browsers.
Right, if you badmouth Tony on this, I will deck you.
I
mate.
just defended Tony.
Hey,
I was
Good.
like,
Tony
Tony
is
doesn't want you
one of the
watching
boys.
porn. Yeah, Tony's
man.
one of the boys.
Do you think in their office they've got a spare set of headphones?
Yeah,
Or
they're
just a speaker?
absolutely listening
Yeah,
to this.
probably,
How you doing,
probably
Tony?
do, yeah.
This is where we
Why
turn
not,
into
man?
like one of those.
I doubt it, because
Yeah.
it's like on the other side of the uni, but
On the off chance.
Oh.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tony. We really appreciate you lending us this equipment.
yeah.
Why would Tony
I
be
promise
listening
not
to this?
masturbate.
Yeah, Tony doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, Tony really does not give a fuck. Okay, so how's everyone doing? How are you all doing?
Not bad, thank you.
I'm pretty good. I'm
Getting ready
Yeah,
for
very
snow.
well.
Yeah, 2017, I wouldn't say is off to a bad start.
No? Has anyone of importance died yet?
There was a
self-esteem.
Yeah, sure. Anyone else?
there was a British poet of sorts.
Let's
I
find out.
can't actually remember his name.
Ah,
Apparently, it's one of those things where like apparently he was like well renowned and really good.
Yeah.
But I just have no idea who he is.
Garrett's having a Google now.
So am I.
John
So it's
something,
fine.
I think.
Okay, Google.
John.
Okay, Google. Okay, well, no.
It's a good phone, that is.
Yep,
Hashtag
great.
Okay, so we've got. Oh no, these are people that died in
British
2016.
poet that is
Fucking
dead.
Google, man.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
there's quite a few British poets that are
Kirk
dead.
Douglas.
Who's
So-
Kurt Douglas?
No. Wait, no,
Kirk Douglas isn't dead.
Apparently he's dead.
Brian.
What?
The
Whitley.
death
Did he
list.
die? Died at the
2017. I'm
age of-
literally on a website called deathlist.net.
Wait, maybe it's
Oh, 0 out of 50 of these people are dead, so there's a really redundant website.
Yeah, it's,
So
it's,
it's a
listing everyone
It's
that's
a
alive.
list
Just
of
a
the
list
not
of
dead.
people.
no, it's most likely people that are going. Oh god, I'm peeking. It's most likely people that are going to die this year, because Kirk Douglas is like
We-
101.
Celebrity dude
At
died.
our flat, we did actually start a Deadpool.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Who's on it?
I have... Who do I have?
Michael Gambon.
I have Gambon and Christopher Lloyd.
Okay. Is there any dates on there? Or is
Well,
it
here are,
just...
here are the rules. You can't have people who are like cancer-ridden.
Okay.
You know, you can't have lepers.
That makes sense.
You can't have anyone who's 90 or above.
Yeah.
So we can't pick Queenie.
What about, how old is Bruce Forsyth?
Bruce Forsyth is
that-
someone's pick.
That is one of my picks.
Is,
Yeah.
he,
He's
is, he, is he
88.
not above 90
No,
yet?
he's 88.
No, he's eight.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
Definitely
say,
on his way out,
I
yeah.
didn't wish upon it, but David Attenborough.
Who?
Oh,
David
come on, man.
Attenborough.
I think he is.
you shut your
What,
fucking
is he
mouth.
What are we gonna do when David?
No, I
Attenborough
think
dies?
he's very healthy.
Stan Lee's 93.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
very-
there is a reason they recorded all the films with him in.
Yes.
Yeah, they've done about
They
5
like
cameos, haven't
pre-banked
they?
all his
Yeah.
cameos, yeah.
Have they actually?
I can't
Yeah.
wait to start seeing CGI Stanley. You know, that's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
great.
it's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
It's absolutely gonna happen.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
I
Tarkin
know,
in
On the
Stan Lee.
topic of CGI people in like movies, like after an actor has died, bringing them back. After Rogue One, we've all seen it.
I have not seen
You've
it.
not seen
No,
it.
not yet.
I'm assuming
You
know
really wouldn't have done well being in
what
last
happened.
one's podcast.
Yeah. I'm assuming you know like about the CGI Tarkin.
Well, he does fucking now, doesn't he?
I'd assumed as much, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Okay. Well, there's like a debate going on at the moment about the issue of the kind of the ethics of it. Like, is it okay to bring back Peter Cushing and have him perform in a movie like so many years after his death?
I
Because
saw something where they justified that. They said because they're bringing him back, not to sort of, they're not putting Peter Cushing in just a brand new role and having him because he'd be a great fit.
yeah,
They're adding on to Grand Moff Tarkin in a way that makes a lot of sense for the story, in a way that if he was alive, he would have agreed with it.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not like
It's
Bruce Lee
legacy
selling a
thing, isn't
Mars
it, as
bar,
well?
is it? Which
No,
is
yeah.
something they did.
It's
Yeah, they
not.
did that with Audrey Hepburn, didn't they?
Yeah, they did for Galaxy as well.
Yeah.
Bloody
So
hell.
Yeah, but it's still a performance though.
it's a performance.
It's not.
And it's a
They didn't just
performance he
pick off
did.
voice lines from the original actor.
No.
It was still somebody doing
Someone
motion
else,
capture.
And to be honest, like, I'd say it's a performance by the artists who made that possible.
Yeah.
I think that, is it what industrial?
Well, Peter
Light
Cushing
and
wasn't
Magic,
credited.
Industrial Light
was
and
he?
Magic. Pardon?
Well, Peter Cushing wasn't credited, given that he
Was he not credited?
was fucking dead, mate. He didn't do shit.
Well,
for
yeah,
it.
but I think they'd credit him.
Well, yeah, they had
No,
to get
they
they had to get
credit-
permission from
yeah,
his estate. To
yeah,
use
yeah,
his
I'm pretty
likeness.
sure they credited Guy Henry more so than him.
Well, yeah, but they will obviously put something about Peter Cushing in the
I
actual
I
credits.
100% bet
If
they
they
did.
didn't, then that's fucked up. But of course,
If
they
not
did.
in loving memory of at some point.
Yeah. So how did they do it? Was it just a CGI
facial
likeness of
capture.
it?
So
Visual capture.
yeah,
Yeah,
You-
they
basically, go ahead.
they have the actor on set. He worked as much as he could to make himself look like Tarkin. The guy himself
he's got
looks
the
a lot
cheekbones.
like Tarkin.
Yeah.
Should I show you a
Um,
picture
yeah,
of him,
like-
Guy Henry?
Like,
He's like
to be honest,
young.
even if they just used him with a bit of facial prosthetics, which they did in Revenge of the Sith,
Yeah, they used an actor. in
but it was only
Pacific.
for like a second.
He looks quite good.
It looked
in that.
okay, but it was like very just like, okay, here's Tarkin, cool, fan
He's
service,
walking
bye
off to
bye.
the side. Yeah.
But no, the actor looked good. His voice was spot on. It was perfect. The acting was good, but it was like his face was completely tracked.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
His face was like completely tracked. Lots of layers, and he was used a lot. So it was,
He was
to
used
me,
a lot.
it was
Yeah.
very
It was-
noticeable.
It
that
was
he
very
was,
surprising how much he was actually in the movie. To
Yes.
be honest.
Yeah.
The
I was-
first shot you see is like we've got here is a reflection on the glass, and I thought that would be it.
Same.
But he turns around and has about.
Don't listen.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We'll put spoilers at the beginning.
Who is listening to this?
I
It's a
am.
very good
My
point.
dad is. He's a big fan of the show.
Carl
But yeah.
Bauer. Shout out
Carl
to Carl
Bauer,
Bauer.
shout out, big
Yeah.
up, big up him.
He was in it for a
Proud
large
AF.
amount of the film, and it was good. I'd say
Okay.
very noticeable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
no,
And,
no,
it was really
and,
good.
What's the main actress called?
The main act in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Felicity
Jones.
Felicity Jones.
Yeah. Very good performance.
Is
all
that
round.
is that what you wanted to say?
That
He
is
just
what I
wanted
wanted
to-
to say.
For everyone that is
Very
obviously
good
listening,
input,
he just
Tom.
creepily nodded his head and was like, "Yeah."
She was in Theory
Theory of Everything.
as well. Am I
Yeah,
right?
she was Stephen Hawking's missus
Great performance. as
in
well.
Theory of Everything. Good film.
Everything's a great film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I
I
might
was
watch
really
that one
surprised
again.
by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go cinematography.
Let's move on to the main topic at hand. Also, I just want to say a quick shout out. Well, not really a shout out. Just rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Oh.
Yeah,
She is like one of my favorite actresses, and it was really sad to see her go. So I don't know. Yeah, rest in peace.
Can't wait to see you again in episode 8, though.
yeah,
throw-
yeah,
throwing
that's
it out
true.
there.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, not 9, sadly, but
Yeah, well, they said they had a role for her to play in 9, apparently.
it was going to be a bigger role in 9,
Mm.
apparently.
Wasn't it a bigger role in... Didn't they give her a bigger role in 8?
Yeah, big role in 8, but even bigger in 9.
Well, I assume what it will be is she'll go and become like this Mon Mothma kind of.
she already kind of is though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Just this,
Yeah.
she'll go and govern somewhere else and just be this.
And then every time they
Ever-present
talk to her-
Ominous.
Happy life.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling they'll just kill her off screen.
Because then they could just get away with making that CG, and then they'll be like, "Hey, we're talking to the princess. How you doing?"
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think that it... Yeah. Although...
No.
Little tip: when we're recording a podcast, don't gesticulate. Because we're literally just watching you do a sign, and no one's gonna have any clue what you're doing.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
As morbid as it may be, I think we are all looking sort of thinking about how they're going to deal with Leia, as it were, and
Yeah.
the result of it within the franchise itself. So, what do you think they are going to do?
I personally think they're just going to, in episode 9, say that something happened off screen. That I know she was on a mission somewhere.
They can't
Her
have...
ship blew up or something. I don't know what
They
they're gonna
cannot have Leia dying by a faulty ship blowing up.
do. Well,
Like,
they can't
No.
have
Here's-
someone
here's-
else play her though.
Here's-
No, they won't do that.
Guys, I've got it. Here's what happens, right? Ray and Chewbacca with R2D2.
For fuck's
They
sake.
they
And
ride
Ray.
up in the
Ray.
Millennium Falcon.
No, they're not doing.
They
Fast
ride
and
up.
Furious.
They ride up in the Millennium Falcon, and then Carrie Fisher rides up on the side. They look over each other. They roll down the window. Like there's a nice like CGI like smile at each other, and she drives off into the sun.
That's really good vocals, boys. Speaking of Fast and Furious, we saw Vin Diesel last night.
Yeah, we did. He's got a big bull
Can
head.
have you seen the? I'm not really into the films, but have you seen the trailer for the new one?
Yeah.
Have you seen what they've done? We ran out of ideas. Let's make Vin Diesel the bad guy.
Yeah, that looks dumb.
Yeah.
And you
Wow.
you know that The
He's
entire
the-
reason he's going to be the bad guy is to protect one of the good guys. But
Yeah,
the
or
good
just
guys
like
don't
some
know it.
And I'm awful with names, but the main bad chick in it.
Charlize Theron.
Oh,
Charlize Theron, yeah.
they haven't dragged Charlize
Oh,
Theron.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Charlize
they have.
Furiosa
Fuck's
is.
sake.
She eats Vin Diesel's face in the
Yeah,
trailer.
they like full on make out.
Yeah, and the entire time he just like stares at everyone
just-
else while he's making out with her.
I think he's like mind controlled or something.
Has Fast and Furious ever? Because I don't really follow them. I liked Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. Tokyo.
There's like Tokyo Drift is like set after all the ones that are out
Yeah.
now, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So what I was saying is there any like sci-fi element to it where there can be a brain chip in his bald skull?
Yeah, but
Maybe.
it's like,
Everyone's
have you seen the shit they do in the cars? Is that really possible?
Yeah, it's all fucking.
Yeah, but it's like hyper action. It's not. It's like, okay, well, the car wouldn't roll that way or blow up like that, but it's not, okay, every car is Knight Rider. It's like, not
Well,
that Knight
you'll be
Rider is
happy to
sci-fi,
know.
but
I think the deal with the Fast and Furious movies is shut up and don't think about it.
Yeah,
Exactly. And you'll be
basically.
happy to know that
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 8 is coming out soon, along with 9 and 10 in 2019 and 2021.
If I may
Thank you,
move
fact
on,
checker.
if I may
Yeah,
move on to
too
the topic
many.
we're going to discuss, because I was
Yes.
going to bring this up. So we were going to talk about video game movies.
Yeah, and how they're all shit.
not necessarily.
Not
Okay,
necessarily.
here we
so
go.
Garrett and
Here
I
we
watched
go.
Doom,
Yes.
and I have a lot of problems with it, and a lot of things I liked about it.
Yeah.
But one thing that I found interesting is that when people talk about movies like Fast and Furious and Transformers and stuff, it is very much shut up and don't think.
Yeah.
And a part of me does get that, you want to just use your sort of inhibitions.
Turn off
and
your brain and
yes,
just
exactly.
yeah.
And I felt like I don't like the Fast and Furious films or the Transformer films because I just feel like it's so shallow. There is a level
Yeah.
of shallow that I just cannot stand, and it's that.
You can't be immersed in something that you like. I get sort of suspending disbelief, but you cannot immerse yourself in something that is just so completely stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the thing I found with Doom, one of the reasons I liked it is because it was one of those films where it was just above that. It was just above tolerable, where I could just watch it and enjoy it, and
Right.
because it had The Rock in it, and
It
But
was
it's
like,
The
Carl
Rock
Urban
is
in
in
it
it
as
it
well.
was like
Yeah,
2005 prime time. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? It was pretty good.
Was that when he was skinny? Because wasn't he really skinny
no,
for a while?
he looked pretty big in this
Was he
film.
big?
Yeah.
As big as he is now.
no, he's
yeah.
put on a
He
lot
was
of
ever is.
muscle, but
Yeah.
I got a
I-
whopping 19%.
Would you say
Oh,
that
Rotten
the
Tomatoes.
best way to kick this off then is does anybody have a favourite video game movie or least favourite video game movie?
Actually, ironically, me and Nathan walked out of Assassin's Creed last night.
I haven't
We watched
it
that,
yet.
but I turned to him and I said, "That was the best video game movie I've ever seen." And he said,
Really?
"Really?" And I said, "Yeah, because it was the least dog shit. It
What?
was a bad movie, but it
I
was
watched
still
the trailer
probably
and
one
was
of the
like,
best
not
ones I've
happening.
It
seen."
wasn't great. It
I
was-
haven't treated myself to it yet.
No, maybe we can do that, Garrett.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It kind
Sorry.
So
Harry, of course.
that's another question I want to ask. When it comes to video game movies,
Yeah.
what makes a good video
Yeah.
game movie? Is it
We were talking about this when we were watching Doom, and because I've played all the Doom series. The newest Doom is incredible,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure at the Game Awards it won Best Soundtrack. The reason it won Best Soundtrack is because it goes with the action. And the film, it did what every video game movie does, and comic movie and whatever. It has a lot of fan service.
Yeah.
He picks up the BFG, the big fucking gun, and he has like I'm pretty sure the line. It has this like really Michael Bay, like he does in every film ever, where the camera's moving around and then the other person's moving the opposite way.
Yeah.
It was like that for the gun, and it was like a minute shot of that while Dwayne the Rock Johnson is like circling it, doing his Dwayne the Rock Johnson eyebrows, and then he picks it up, and instead of a cool line, you get all of that, and you're just like, oh shit, and then it cuts. It's great,
Hey,
but
that's a pretty epic line.
Oh wow.
but the problem is the film couldn't decide whether it was a horror film or an action film,
Yeah.
and I think because they if you
Kind
watch
of like
it,
Resident Evil.
kind of like Resident Evil. Resident Evil borders more on action a lot.
Yeah.
But this, it felt like it was trying to build tension so much, and then it ruined it all the time with like bits what they thought was comedy. I still thoroughly enjoyed the film. It's just I enjoyed it more because during the action bits,
Yeah.
I played the main Doom theme tune.
Okay. Well,
Because
you played it.
I played it out on my
Okay.
laptop, and it just worked because it fits. It's if you wanna. it's difficult trying to find a homage to a good video game
Yeah.
and what feels like a cheap ripoff, because I understand
That's a good point. I think like with a video game movie, you have to find a good balance between fan service and
it is a film.
and originality as
It
well.
is a different medium, but
Yeah.
I think video games to movies, it's not like it's going from page to screen.
Yeah,
it is still
no.
screen to screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
things
why it doesn't
things
work.
in the video game can definitely work. They don't need to change it that much.
I think that was a big problem with me for Assassin's Creed, because usually if there's too much fan service, I don't really like it. I think it's just pandering, to be honest.
It's forced.
Yeah, it's just like winking at the audience. You remember this? You remember this?
Yeah.
But in Assassin's Creed, there was virtually none.
There was pretty
was-
much fuck. They did sort of one shot where it became like it was in a.
It looks
very...
like a viewpoint synchronization
No,
thing.
not
at
not
one
even
point.
just that. They did one thing which was a clear nod. It was a very busy scene. There was a lot going on, and they
Yeah.
took time to show a shot for a lot longer than they'd shown the other shots of
Michael
like,
Fassbender falling through the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like fingers like closing like the
Oh,
eyes.
fingers closing the eyes,
Yeah,
yeah.
fingers closing the eyes.
Yeah. Well,
That was I think that was
they did that like twice in Doom.
yeah. I wouldn't say that's fan service necessarily.
no, but it was a big thing that they always made a point of doing in the games. Yeah.
Yeah, but there was really no fan service. So there was like no nods to characters from the video games. There was no mention of Ezio or Altair.
There was
Yeah.
one. There was
So
one.
you're
Oh,
saying
is
you
there
liked
not?
that?
I've assumed
there's
there
No,
was
absolutely
none.
it actually
Absolutely
kind of bothered me
Yeah.
because it was like you have this whole world of lore and this whole really interesting storyline as well, and pretty much everyone's favorite character from Assassin's Creed is Ezio, and it's
Oh,
in
no,
the
mate,
same
I'm all
time
about
period
Connor.
as Ezio as well. So give us that nod to him. Give us something to let us know that he's out there.
Yeah.
In the
But there was just nothing.
I applaud that they didn't go
It's-
with the main
yeah.
story though. Like they went to
Yeah.
what, Spanish Inquisition.
Spanish Inquisition, yeah.
yeah, that was great, but they didn't go with a story.
No,
There is
the-
no storyline in this film.
There's,
None.
There's not, and also the scenes in the past in the Spanish Inquisition. In total, it's probably about 20 minutes of material.
Yeah, about
Wait,
that.
and the rest of it's in
And
the
the rest of it's
modern
modern day. It's mostly modern day.
The thing is, right, with Assassin's Creed, the biggest flaw that all the gamers have with it, in my opinion anyway, I'm pretty sure it's popular opinion, is that the modern day stuff is just wank. There's no need for it, and it kind of
When you're
just
playing the
drags it.
game, you know, when you go out into the modern world, like I think it's in Brotherhood when you're actually running around the little town turning on the power.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no
about
one gives a
doing
fuck.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when you're is it
Desmond.
Damien? Desmond.
Oh, Desmond.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Desmond.
Yeah.
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 And I mean that.
I mean, they are the same character model, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
There is, yeah,
really
one
just
of
the
them's just slightly more tan.
Yeah.
It's just the most like.
there is
dull
one.
bit of the
There is
game.
only one mission that I liked in the modern day is when you're in Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Is it in
The
the one in New
wrestling one.
York? The
Is it the-
wrestling one.
The wrestling one where you go above the wrestling ring or the
Yes,
boxing ring
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in Brazil.
Yeah.
That was good
That's
actually.
a good mission. The rest of it is just wank. It's either wank
I
or
actually,
cutscenes.
I actually really don't mind the modern stuff in the games, as long as it's like not bullshit, really. Because a lot of stuff in Assassin's Creed 3 was
Yeah, it
Um,
was a load of shit.
like in Assassin's Creed 2 when it ends and you're fighting
What's
as
everyone's favourite?
Desmond in modern day. What?
Yeah.
Okay. When it
fucking
ends and you're
names.
fighting as Desmond in modern day, like after it ended and you're fighting during the credits, I was actually really excited to play like a whole game as Desmond at that point. I thought that's
Yeah.
where Assassin's Creed 3
Was going.
would have gone.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They put it on a cool cliffhanger. They had to set it up from the get go. No one was fucking interested.
Yeah.
Desmond is not an interesting character. He just sort of walks around and is like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do this.
Yeah, and then
Blah,
he
blah.
dies.
Yeah, and then he dies.
Okay.
He does absolutely nothing.
Jumping back to films.
Yeah.
Let's start with soundtrack because that was probably my biggest problem with Doom was the
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Okay.
Because Doom is known for its great guitar, awesome like way of setting up the action and making it fun. Did they use in Assassin's Creed any of the kind of like, you know what I mean?
There was
I know.
AC2.
The AC2 soundtrack is one of the best video game soundtracks ever created.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's absolutely beautiful. Nothing.
Nothing.
They-
no,
they
Nothing.
had
the
this
kind of
soundtrack in
orchestral
this
kind of-
movie is awful.
I assume they were like, foreign Spanish Inquisition, and then
Yeah.
they had some of those like.
It's just
foreign
kind of
instruments.
like a lot of loud noises.
Do you remember
really, isn't it?
there's a sort of a beginning section, this sort of prologue before the main events of the film carry out. And remember, they cut away from that prologue with the worst song choice ever. Do you remember? I turned to you, what the fuck is this soundtrack?
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember what song it was, but it was a kind of like
some guitar riff.
Yeah, a really dramatic thing
stuff.
just happened, and then suddenly it popped out with a wah, 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 and it was just the wankiest fucking transition going.
Was it Jimi Hendrix? Or
Yeah, I was
something?
gonna say, was that Jimi Hendrix?
That wasn't a good impression of it. That was
right.
I thought that sounded more like Seinfeld, to be honest.
No. I was just throwing out there for an example of like just some completely out of place guitar riff going.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
The score to
Jerry, I
Assassin's
stabbed someone. Oops.
Yeah.
the score to Assassin's Creed was just like someone just holding down an organ.
Oh god.
Basically, that's kind of what it was. There was nothing to it.
It's forgettable.
Very forgettable.
That was kind of the problem with Doom. They had this like rock music in it, but it was completely forgettable.
Yeah.
And I just, for me, we were watching it with a bunch of other people. It was mainly for me, really. But I just played out the main Doom theme.
Give us a taste. Okay, this is pretty cool.
Copyright.
And they didn't play this in the movie?
I don't believe they did. They didn't play that during the first person sequence, did they?
Okay. So
Yeah, we're gonna get sued for copyright. Isn't it?
yeah.
No, we're
So-
talking over it. It's transformative. We're fine.
here's the problem I have with Doom, because it's now gone. Because when you sort of said please watch a video game movie, I
Yeah.
thought I'd go out, watch a video game movie, and then be happy to talk about it. But I've now really become obsessed. I think about Doom a fair bit.
Is it keeping you up at night?
It actually kind of is, because
We're both agreed. We really enjoy the
yeah,
film.
it's frustrating, because the problem is that, like Garrett said, it can't choose whether or not it wants to be an action film or like a horror thriller film.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you released it without like the noticeable Doom features like the BFG, and if you didn't call it Doom at all,
Yeah.
then whilst it would be classed as like a pretty much a rip-off of Aliens,
Yeah.
it's still enjoyable. But I feel like the problem is that it just didn't focus enough on what it meant to be Doom. Like, if you get what I mean.
Well, I feel like if you call something Doom or you call something Assassin's Creed, you have a certain level of expectation. So when we were like, oh, it's 19% on Rotten Tomatoes, cool, we'll just turn it on, whatever.
Yeah.
We were pleasantly surprised when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who was seemingly the main guy throughout it, turned out to be the bad guy.
Spoilers from 2005 Doom.
Oh shit! Yeah.
See, it was the other way for me with Assassin's Creed, because I started hearing the reviews like around like Christmas time when it came out in America,
Yeah.
and everyone was saying it's awful. Don't go see it, whatever. But then, like, I came back here and I heard from a few. I heard from a few friends that it was actually quite enjoyable. That a few people really liked it. So then
we
I
heard mixed opinions
yeah.
before we went in.
So then I started like foolishly getting my expectations up. I started thinking this might be okay. I might really enjoy it.
I'll tell you what, there are a certain type of people I think that will go out and like Assassin's Creed. They're the people that will go out and they will not, because about halfway through this film I was thinking, yeah, this isn't bad. This is all right. I mean, there's a few.
Was that
few
during
flaws.
one of the Aguila scenes though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
There's a few. There's a few flaws in this film. It's not bad, but the second I walked out, I started thinking, why was that character there? They had no relevance. What the fuck was that music?
Brendan Gleeson's in it
Yeah, Brendan Gleeson's in it.
for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a franchise. Great.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah,
And
no.
Jeremy Irons
that's
is like the
another
main
thing.
villain.
That's another thing worth setting up. That was the biggest sequel bait I've ever seen in my entire life. There will be a sequel.
Oh yeah. Well, what was the ending?
What was the ending?
Yeah.
Just 3 assassins in London staring out over the Thames.
Oh, what modern
Whoa.
day?
Modern day London. Yeah.
Oh,
And there's an eagle in London.
I'd like to point out as well that one of them's
Yeah,
Michael
no.
Fassbender, and the other two, no one knows who the fuck they are because they
Can't
are
wait
given
for that
no
jump off
development.
Big Ben.
Oh, good.
So I wanna throw out if we're talking about I'd say my favorite video game movie.
Words.
Are you okay there?
We've
Tom?
only got a limited amount of time in the studio.
I
so-
know. Words. No, I was just gonna say. I think probably the worst video game movie, in my opinion, and I think Garrett. Well, no, I don't know. Have you seen either of the Hitman films? But
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
more about the 2015 Hitman film, Agent 47.
Absolution's the game.
Yeah,
isn't
the
it?
game.
Sorry, yeah.
You know
that's fine.
we were talking about the idea of how much of the game you keep in the film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just decided to.
It just
Not
keep the
play
name.
the
No game at all.
They kept the character,
Yeah.
and then they made this sort of like.
Is it a sequel to the other Hitman film?
No.
No, so it's just a.
It's just like another reboot, but
Okay.
it's just. I mean, if you haven't seen it, perhaps that was a really shit.
Oh god, I'm
conversation
looking.
starter.
Are you talking about Hitman
Agent 47.
Yeah.
That-
If
oh,
you
I'm
watch the
literally-
trailer, if you've played any of the games, you will
Okay, yeah.
instantly understand how wrong that game is.
There's a moment in the trailer where so Hitman is known for its stealth gameplay. The way you should play Hitman is silent assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
silent
don't
assassin,
do it, you
suit
don't
only.
pass.
No one sees you. You don't even need to change anything. No one sees you at all. No one even knows that you murdered anyone. That's how you play the game. That's what makes it enjoyable. It can be funny and great and whatever. It's hardly a cinematic game.
Yeah.
The main action is when you're doing shit and you're being this assassin. There's a moment in the trailer where Agent 47 is in a bright red car in the middle of like what
New
looks like
York, I think.
downtown New York.
Yeah.
He stops in the middle of the road or whatever, or he gets stopped in the middle of the road. These
It's the SWAT.
zip lines
Yeah,
get
zip
fired
lining
at the
down
car.
towards him.
Zip lines get fired at the
the
car.
At the car. So all of these SWAT guys are like going down this zip line.
Like this is on the
like-
news
like,
globally.
we're coming
Everybody
to get
knows
you,
this is going
Hitman,
on.
and he gets out of the car
Slow motion.
in what they think is fan service.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
With two revolvers out of his like side holsters
Yeah.
in slow motion, and then just like starts railing these guys who are ziplining in broad daylight. Like no one's gonna remember this.
I can confirm I'm literally watching it right
If
now.
there is,
it's exactly that.
if there
It
is
is
nobody
exactly
here,
that.
nobody can
We're
say
coming
that.
for you, Hitman.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you kill everybody, then
Who's
there's no
that?
witnesses.
Oh, they didn't
so-
drag
There
Zachary
you go.
Quinto into this, did they?
You see that?
Zach Quinto's
Also,
in this.
like, I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
Zachary
the guy
Quinto's
they
in
got to play 47, the agent, he's just the most scary looking.
His head
motherfucker.
looks like a chicken nugget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a really shiny chicken nugget.
Isn't he looks a little thin? Isn't Hitman usually like a beefy
Yeah,
character?
he's quite.
He's
He's
right.
not a beef.
He's not beefy, but he's just like.
Hitman is supposed to just be
just a
yeah.
man.
He's a bit big and whatever, but he's supposed to just be generic, blend into a crowd, bold guy.
He's a clone.
Right, okay.
He's a clone.
Yeah.
He's a clone.
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
He's got a barcode on the back of his head.
Yeah, that's the thing I always love about the Hitman series is that you're right. He's supposed to just blend into the crowd, like he just goes in. He's a guy with a fucking barcode on his head.
You think they'd put his barcode somewhere that he doesn't whip out in public
Yeah.
all the time, like his dick?
The best part about the games is that because you can pretty much take everyone's costume, everyone is the same height and build as Hitman.
Everyone. I was thinking that. I was playing it yesterday, and I was like, how is it that every single person in this game, the clothes fit?
That
Yeah.
happens in Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed a lot as well.
Like, the
you'll
suit
kill a
is just
guard, take their
perfectly suited.
uniform,
Yeah.
and then you're automatically the same size.
So this is a problem that I have. I haven't actually seen either Hitman movie, but I knew I'd
Neither
have a
have I.
problem with it. Is the fact that when it comes to making a movie of a video game, when you are playing as a character like 47, 47's supposed to be bland because you're supposed to add your personality to him. And whilst you do get, it's supposed to be played like stealth assassin. You go in, you don't change your suit, that sort of thing. The fun of it is that you can do whatever you want. You can set traps, you can just snipe from far away, then run off. You can get into a fucking chicken suit and then strangle the person with the garrote or something like that. But the problem I have with these movies is that it takes away that personal feeling for it.
Yeah.
And that's I think going to be the problem for almost
Yeah, 'cause
every
they-
video game movie that will ever come out.
They'd
Yeah.
have to give them their own sort of character, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you got to find that balance between using the element of that game and putting it into the film in an engaging way, and not just totally scrapping that, but saying, "Hey, but it's the same character. He looks the same."
Has anyone seen Prince of Persia?
Yes.
It's been a few years since I've seen Prince of
2010.
Persia. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Jake Gyllenhaal as...
You know what? I remember when I first watched that, I actually enjoyed it.
So did
But I wasn't analysing it.
I didn't.
I just watched it in the cinema as like a.
But that's because I was bored of the whole just generic action film
Yeah.
at that point.
Thank you.
I like the guy with the ostriches. I seem to remember there was a guy with ostriches in it. Do you remember, like racing ostriches or something? Yeah.
That was...
I just remember he threw the dagger out of a window and then it landed by his friend or something.
Is it following the Sands of Time? Is that the film?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah. 'Cause that was the first Prince of Persia game, wasn't it?
I only ever played one Prince of Persia game, and it was weird because you like turned into another guy.
Oh, where he's got
Like
the
a
thing
demon
around his
thing?
arm.
Yeah.
That, I remember. I love that game.
I only
That was
played
a
the
very good
first
game.
one.
That was
Sands of Time.
the two princes or whatever.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that.
The I'm looking at the poster for Prince of Persia now. I haven't seen it. The Sands of Time. It looks fucking awful.
It looks very generic.
Awesome.
It looks so like he's an action hero. He's looking into the middle distance.
Also, why is Jake Gyllenhaal the Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
I love that man though.
I love that man too.
He's
but
such
Yeah, I
a
do too.
fantastic actor, and that is such a wash of a film for him.
but
Have you seen Silent
I
Hill?
know that's a whole other debate. I
Oh yeah,
guess.
Silent Hill. I always
See,
forget.
Silent Hill's one of my favorite films, and
I
that
haven't
is
seen
actually a
Silent
video game
Hill.
adaptation.
I would say that's probably one of the best video game.
I think
Really?
it's fantastic.
adaptations.
The first one, the second one's not as great, but it's still a good film. But the first one's a fantastic film.
All I remember from the Silent Hill movies is when Pyramid Head rips the skin off some man.
You gotta love that Pyramid Head. I mean, but like that is an example of capturing the universe of the film and of the game and making it. It just works for the film. You have the big famous siren when it goes off, everything goes crap, and it just works as a good horror film.
Was Silent Hill rated by, you know?
Get it up on
general
Rotten
public?
Tomatoes. Silent Hill.
I know the second one definitely didn't do as well, but fair enough.
Excuse the Wi-Fi, lads. We're talking a 29 on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not bad.
That's not great.
I think
it's
following
really
the
is
games,
kinda
it's
bad.
quite a
For a
culty
video
game.
for a video game movie, that's
Yeah.
a pretty good rating.
That's actually a good idea. Let's look up all the scores of video
Hashtag
game
gonna turn my
movies.
phone off now.
Okay, a question I wanted to ask you guys because I was thinking about the topic.
Yes.
Is there a video game of the movie that you like?
Yes, Golden.
Oh, you mean the other way?
Yes.
Like, okay, Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
That's-
Spider-Man 2.
Oh
was-
fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Spider-Man
that
2
was-
was fucking awesome.
Spider-Man 2 was
yeah.
amazing.
It's funny with Spider-Man 2 because there's been obviously a load of Spider-Man games after that, but it's always been the best game.
Yeah,
Despite
yeah.
the fact it's from
And like so many have tried to replicate
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, and they've all just
They
failed.
focused
The
the new
reason-
ones.
Oh no, you go.
The new Amazing Spider-Man games, they are fucking dog shit. There's a scene where Uncle Ben dies, and the voice acting is just fucking awful.
Yeah, the
They've
voice
really
acting's
tried to
usually
make
bad.
it like cinematic and great, but the graphics don't hold up because it's a cheap game. And when Uncle Ben dies, he literally sort of goes, and it is, and like his eyes close, but when it cuts away, like one of them sort of jutters open a bit. It's just fucking lazy. It's really bad, and nothing is handled well in it, like at all.
See, I think Spider-Man 2 is kind of a cop-out to say, though, because it's such an established thing that's been
Yeah.
around. Well, how long has Spider-Man been around? Since the 40s or something like that?
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah. I think Spider-Man 2 was great because
Yeah.
it just let you be Spider-Man. The reason it was great is because of the physics in the game. Of you could just literally web swing. That was the funnest thing about the game.
Yeah.
Open world as well.
Mhm.
So
Open world.
Does
you can
everyone
be
remember the
Spider-Man.
narrator in Spider-Man 2 was like, "Hang on,
Yeah.
kids."
Was
The
that,
narrator-
was that Bruce?
it was Bruce Campbell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah,
It was just the weirdest thing ever, but
Yeah.
I loved it at the
it
same
was
time.
so good.
Did you ever play the Great Escape game on the original Xbox? Well, that's
No.
what I played it on.
The Great Escape.
Game, mate, that was my favorite game. Literally,
Never played
no one's played it.
Oh no, it's
That's
No, I
interesting.
haven't played
Oh,
it.
that's unfortunate. That
Does it-
was
Does it follow the film?
It does, and it has a stealth element to it, or you can play it either way. That game is fantastic. That was by far one of my favorite games growing up.
No,
That's
type
like
in
an
video
immersion
game. When's it
experience,
from?
isn't it?
Like pretty early 2000s.
2003.
Oh god,
When's
What's
a
it-
game
what's it
from
rated? Have you got it
2003
up
be
there?
good?
I can get it up here.
Games from 2003.
Okay,
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Who
IGN,
thought
yeah.
of making
By
a
today's
Great
standards?
Escape game?
It works so well.
why
though.
are we not questioning this more?
It
They made
it
they
really-
made a From
it
Russia with
really-
Love game
they-
like about 30
they
years after
used
the
all the
film.
voice actors from the whole game works.
Can you
Wow,
it's
type
awesome.
in The Matrix Path of Neo?
I now actually want to replay
Enter
now
the
wanna
Matrix
replay
was
Oh,
the
it's
great.
Great
Enter the
Escape game.
Matrix Path of Neo.
and Harry. I challenge
they're
you
two
to play
different
the Great
games.
Oh no,
Escape
okay,
game.
which is which?
Okay.
I know- I
Enter
enjoyed
the
Path of
Matrix
Neo.
is the one with Jada Smith.
Oh, the one I don't like then.
Don't like that
looks
game?
Awful.
No, okay. Go on a rating. It better be good because that was one of my favorite games.
I never played it.
It kind of had a no, not Mad Max. It had a Max
To be
Payne.
fair, 7.8 out of 10.
Now look up Enter the Matrix.
The Path of Neo was great. So at the end of the game, it follows the films, all three of the films,
No, not Puff of Neo.
really, really well, as a game can. The fighting was kind of fun. It doesn't hold up today, but it was okay. At the end of the game, the Wachowskis are there, and they're like,
Wait, the actual Wachowskis are in the game?
the actual Wachowskis are in the game, not as themselves. They're kind of like a weird pink and
What
blue
are themselves?
people.
Really?
And they're just kind of sitting down. And they're like, "Hey, yeah, we didn't really know how to end a game because it's not really a movie. So here's a giant boss made out of like thousands and thousands of agents and also cars and buildings, and so you fight that at the end.
Is that like that's like a Power Rangers Megazord?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, look it up. It's
You
weird.
fight the
the best thing.
Wachowskis.
No. The Wachowskis give you a big old boss to
Oh,
fight.
okay.
Honestly, when I was playing it as a kid, I was like, that's very kind of them. No, I'd say that is a really good game.
Does it count though?
I'd say it counts. Matrix was a film.
Yeah.
Matrix was a film.
But it was.
one video game that I loved. Maybe it's just a sense of nostalgia because looking back, it really was quite shit. Was the King Kong movie game?
I
Yes.
loved that game.
Oh, thank God!
No,
that
check
was
that out. I
so
love that game.
good.
I love that game.
Oh.
When you could just run through the jungle as
No,
Kong
yeah,
and just
there,
fight
there
some
was,
dinosaurs.
there were two parts of that game. It was the shooting bit that was shit,
That was awful.
and then it was the King Kong fucking bit, which felt like every Godzilla game or every monster game I ever wanted.
I
we're
remember
talking
you
this
was
one.
you was
Yes.
Okay.
that's the one. Yeah, you was that guy, the
Jack.
main guy.
What's
Was
his
it
rating?
Jack?
Is
Yeah.
that 8 out of 10?
And then you had to fight a dinosaur, and you had like a handgun or
Yeah.
something, and it was one of the hardest missions I've ever done. I was just bored of it.
I loved it because it actually because I'm a big fan of the Peter Jackson King Kong film, and it felt so cinematic. I don't know if you guys remember the main menu screen. It had this haunting sort of soundtrack from the movie. It was like sort of operatic sort of style,
Yeah.
and it was very, like I said, haunting. And I actually quite liked the running around and shooting bits because there was one moment, the giant dinosaur, the Z-Rex, I think it's called, the
Yeah.
C-Rex, and I think you're given the Tommy gun for the first time, which is by far the best gun in the game. And there's a moment where you can see Jimmy, played by what's his name? Something Bell, the guy that was the Thing in the most recent Fantastic film.
Jamie Bell.
Oh, Jamie Bell.
He's played by Jamie Bell, and it gets knocked off by this giant Z-Rex, and so you've been given this Tommy gun. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna mow this fool down. And so I remember as a kid firing, and it just wouldn't stop. the giant T-Rex just wouldn't stop, and so it took me 10 tries before I realized, oh wait, I can't kill this thing. I'm going to have to run away. And it was brilliant because it was so frightening, and it was everything that a game should be.
Yeah, I mean, they're two different. When you make a movie out of a game, it's almost impossible to make you feel like you're playing that movie.
Yeah, it is.
But I think if a game, if the game version of a movie can actually make you feel like you're in the world, it's done its job.
I think the best part about that game was the end where you got to be King Kong in New York.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I loved that part.
You get to be King Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
That-
New York.
it's-
I never
the game. The
completed this
game.
game,
The game
so-
is two halves. It's like all the Kong sections where you're just going around breaking the jaws of dinosaurs.
Oh,
Like
it's
that
great.
one
That's
scene in
so
King Kong,
good.
which is the best scene in King Kong, where he just full on rips.
That is the
this-
best scene.
What
in
about
T-Rex's jaws.
is it called Skull Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the new one.
What about that then? What
It
your
has this
thoughts on
cool
this?
Nam feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
So I don't know. Yeah.
The
Who?
cinematography in that film looks fucking incredible.
Mm.
Just throwing that
What's it
out.
called? It's Skull Island.
Kong
Yeah,
Skull
yeah.
Island.
It is. Because I don't remember. Oh yeah, Samuel Jackson.
Mhm.
Who we
Tom
got? We got
Hiddleston.
Samuel Jackson,
Tom
Tom
Hiddleston,
Hiddleston,
Brie
Toby
Larson.
Cabell, and Brie Larson.
Is Tom Hiddleston in everything these days?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not really.
No, I'm sure he's becoming the Chris Pratt type.
Well,
No,
no,
he's
Tom
not as
Hiddleston's
charming.
been around for longer than Chris Pratt.
Charming. Yeah, no, he has.
I'm a
but
Chris
fan,
Pratt's
but
been
I'm
in
not
like
like a
4
huge fan.
mainstream movies. Okay, let's
That's
not
a lot
say.
of
Yeah, but
mainstream
he's
movies.
Yeah, it's not.
he's
It's
the-
his job.
Did you watch Passengers?
No, but I've heard it's shit.
Yeah.
Just
Unfortunately,
got a
the
lot of
trailer,
star power.
the trailer gives away like the main plot.
unfortunately, his performance is awesome, but it doesn't see very well in the
Can
film.
you tell me now, please? Just because the only reason I'm intrigued about this film is why did they wake up 100
He
years
woke her
earlier?
up.
Did he?
Hmm.
Spoiler alert.
He's got a little present for her.
I remember.
Trousers.
Is
I
it his
remember
dick?
reading an article about it, and it's actually kind of a good premise. But they didn't tackle it very well. They just kind of forgot. They were like, "Oh well, shit. Let's just let them be famous and do whatever they want." But no, he legitimately woke up too early. I can't remember why. Just a malfunction or some shit like
Mhm.
that.
Do not tell me it's a malfunction. That's like
I
the
can't-
selling
I
point
can't
of that
remember.
I'm
fucking
keeping
film.
it silent because it's still in cinema.
I can't remember, but he. Well, yeah, it's not that much of a spoiler, but he did wake. He woke her up because he was so lonely.
I remember hearing about that in like the original premise of the movie, though.
Yeah.
Like, because they said
It just
he woke
hinders
her
on that
up.
romantic thing. Like it's like, okay, we're in the spaceship, and then it's like, hey, I'm gonna wake you up because I'm lonely and I want to.
In the trailers, they make it out like the reason she's woken up is like this big fucking bad event, and they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, now we're all gonna die."
Which is why I would have really liked it if
Trailer magic.
they spent more time on the whole. I think they tried to tackle it, and the director really believes that he did it really well. But there gets to a point where she then feels the loneliness that he felt and realizes, oh shit, people are bad people. I am a bad person. I would have woken someone up too. I'm very lonely, kind of thing.
Oh.
That sounds awful.
So yeah,
And do you want to have dinner at 7:00?
Yeah.
And then Michael Sheen, a very, very fine actor, being reduced to a robotic bartender.
Yeah.
Bashing his head on a table as well.
Oh, good.
I am Groot.
Michael Sheen's a great actor. Anyway, back to topic. We got
Yep.
way off course then. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. What do you think of those
Yeah.
movies?
I enjoyed
don't
them.
mind them
No.
at all. To be honest.
That was
Them titties.
yeah, but those movies came out
Yeah, I think
when
I was like
Lara Croft Tomb Raider the game
I think I
was
was like 7. When
was
the first
just
movie came out,
a
is that right?
sexualized piece of shit that
She
I
had
couldn't
pointy boobs, and then in
remember.
the film
I
she had
couldn't
big
remember the plot of
She had
any of
big
the old Lara Crofts.
Well, the actual games.
Yeah.
No, never can I.
There was the butler that you'd lock in the freezer.
Yeah,
I just
that's
remember
the
that.
only thing I remember from it. Is
Yeah, I just remember going
remember.
around Lara's
And
house.
there being a polar bear, like when you fell through, there was a maze at the same game, and then you'd fall through, and then there was a polar bear, and okay, we're gonna kill you.
It was a fun point that they brought up on Demo Disc is the fact that everyone remembers the mansion on Lara Croft because it's so much fun
Because it's
to
the
do.
best
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do the
Just
the
a
course
creepy
and then
guy following you around.
yeah,
everywhere.
and to do that, but then also every other level looks like a piece of shit in
Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
Like it's just horrible textures, badly made.
I mean, if you go back and play that mansion,
Once
let's
you go
move
back, you
past
never go
it.
back.
Let's move past it. If you go back and play that mansion level, that too is going to look like a blocky piece
Oh,
of shit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, It
Right.
just-
Exactly.
yeah.
And that these films came out when it looked like a blocky piece of shit.
yeah.
When there wasn't really that much to that character.
Why did she have a robot?
I don't
Like in
remember.
the film, she had
Did
like
she
a
have a
robot.
robot?
Yeah, because it started like it made you think like she was on some mission in a tomb or something, like fighting this big robot. But it was just
Oh,
like
yeah.
something she had. Like,
I did love the. Oh yeah, like
do
the
you remember?
training thing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
I love those films though. I watched them. I don't know how
I liked
see
them.
yeah.
I liked
There was two,
them.
wasn't
My
there?
only problem, well, my biggest problem is that it felt more like a Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne style kind
Daniel
of thing.
Craig's in it, isn't he?
And Gerard Butler.
I'm watching the trailer
Jared
right now,
Butler's
and it
in it.
literally
Yeah.
just looks more like
It wasn't
How many
Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider films
it
are
was
there? Is
I'm
there one
a
or two?
secret
That's
agent.
It's two,
Tomb
yeah.
Raider. Oh wait, this is the second one, isn't it?
They're bringing out a new one though, based on the new games, which is the best decision ever.
The
new
games,
games
are
are awesome.
fantastic.
The new games are great.
I've not played the second one yet.
It's
'Cause,
very
like, It only
good.
just came out on PlayStation.
It just didn't have a very good release window,
did it?
and
well,
it was Xbox only. I think it is now
It was-
on PS4.
Yeah, it was Xbox only for like a year.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Well, Xbox currently are getting fucked. Like a lot of their games are in trouble. Apparently, the newest Crackdown is in trouble. They just yesterday day before yesterday cancelled Scalebound, which is like the newest game from Platinum Games, who made Bayonetta and a bunch of really good games. That's completely cancelled, and that had like a massive presence at the last E3 as well. So
Wow.
they could be in trouble, but they
They'll,
have
they'll be alright. Isn't it the biggest selling console?
no. PS4 is a bit bigger
Is
this
it?
generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Are you just mourning the Xbox prematurely there?
I'm doing that, and I'm throwing out Last of Us 2.
What else are you doing prematurely, Tom? One question I have for
Shadows
of day.
I'm gonna
That's
kill every
lovely.
last one
That's
of them.
lovely.
one question I have about the
Oh, that game gives me
Are you
goosebumps.
sure you want to do that?
Everyone
Get
shut up. Harry wants to talk.
one question I have. Wow.
Hang on,
For
lads.
those that are questioning, if anyone, what just happened there, Garrett thought it'd be funny to press my cough button and stop me talking. There we go.
Stop
He did
doing
that to me last
Well,
time.
those
Anyway,
buttons.
so
He
one
did it to
one
me
question
and
I
didn't sit
have,
next to him.
and I know it's bad to question things like this, but Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Tomb Raider, as most people call it, but
Does she ever raid any tombs? Is that what you're going to ask?
no, it's like
You
the
can
fact
raid
that
her tomb if
she-
you want, Nathan.
Right,
in
let's
both
not
the-
say
in
Enough
both
of that.
in both
This
the
is why we
games and
put
the
you in
movie,
another
she's
room.
this very, very rich and very.
Oh yeah,
very
they
posh woman.
also got her dad to play her dad.
And then they got John Voight.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's John Voight. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting distracted. is the fact that she's very rich and very well trained with weapons and knives and everything. And she doesn't work for the government. She doesn't do mercenary work. She just raids tombs.
Yeah.
Alright,
Like, that's such a waste.
Why is she rich as well? Like, what does she do? She
Her
just
father's
is
an
she
very
rich?
explorer,
rich.
right?
Okay.
He's just like some famous explorer.
I think
Yeah,
she-
they are adventurers, I think.
So how does she maintain her money?
By exploring.
Prostitution.
Okay.
Lots of it.
I think she's just one of those people that is so wealthy that they don't really need to maintain anything.
All right, but surely, like, if you're traveling around the world that much, and
Nah,
you're...
trust fund, baby. You're minted.
Okay.
Isn't she paid to find things? Isn't that part of the premise? She's like,
She's
Isn't
kind of
this
an
a
Indiana
hunter?
Jones
Like,
style.
yeah.
That's the
It belongs
premise
in
of
the museum.
Uncharted.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Indiana
but-
Jones didn't get paid for it. He just did it for, like...
Did you just say it's like
Those
those
Uncharted.
three films with
No,
Indiana
this
Jones are
exactly
fantastic.
sounds like the premise
I
of
love those
Uncharted.
three films.
we only talk- we only
Uncharted
talk
is
about
like a
three.
parody of... It was like originally like a parody of thingy, that wasn't it?
They're bringing out,
Uncharted
yeah.
was like it's Tomb Raider but with a man.
they're bringing out
That's what it is, yeah.
a new Indiana Jones, aren't they?
Are they?
I think there was rumors about it.
No,
but
I'm sure that.
I'm
Oh
almost
no,
positive
wait, no,
Harrison
yeah, I
Ford.
think they confirmed it.
it's in pre-production. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Disney actually confirmed it.
I mean, that would be the fourth film, so that's good.
You know what? At this point, now that I actually really like Shia LaBeouf, I would be
No,
okay with it.
he's not going to be anywhere.
Then I'm
near
not
that
okay
film.
with it
Wait.
because
He's not gonna be anywhere
He's one of
near
the
it.
he's one of the best actors in the world right now.
He's really good. I'm not going to dispute that.
No.
But after
You can say no, but you're wrong.
2019 Indiana Jones
You've
5.
seen him in Fury and gone, ooh, that was good.
is there any cast confirmed?
Harrison
Fury is
Ford.
good.
Harrison
Okay,
Ford.
yes.
is confirmed.
Yeah.
Harrison
Fucking
Ford is
Indiana
confirmed to return.
How much
Well,
they
no, it could have been a
paying?
reboot.
No.
When do you reckon he's going to be killed off by Shia LaBeouf in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon he will die in that one, and then he'll pass on the mantle.
He'll
to
probably
someone
find
else.
his son, and then he'll
Harrison
be like,
Ford,
"It's okay, you're not
revisiting
evil."
all of his old careers and just going,
And then
now
he'll get
kill
killed.
me.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a meeting with the director. Okay, it's good, but
Well,
it
yeah.
needs
I wanna
to
go
start
out with
how
a
long
bang,
into
yeah.
how long into Blade Runner?
Mo- I don't know. Sometimes, yeah.
I reckon because they've already teased it in the trailer that we think, oh, he might just turn up immediately and there's going to be a cool story between him and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
But I bet it's going to take an hour and a fucking half to finally get to him.
Yeah, it will.
And when
He's,
they do,
he's
it's-
gonna be a Luke Skywalker of that film.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
And they already gave it away.
Or
That's the ending to the film.
it's going to be 5 minutes of like, hey, just Harrison Ford grumblings,
That was a very
and
good
then
impression.
and then just dead,
yeah,
just dead.
yeah, fair.
I want to see that split. Sorry, not video game related.
No.
I'm intrigued by
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
We
one.
get off topic a lot on this podcast. It's okay.
I fucking love the trailers for that, and
I
Same.
love
I've
James
twice
McAvoy.
when it's come up on YouTube. I've just watched the whole
Yeah.
2-minute trailer all the way through.
Same.
But my problem is with it. Why are they going on this? You know, he can change his
Yeah,
body chemistry,
right, no,
certain
that's-
natural stuff.
What that
A guy
is-
with schizophrenia, a guy with what 20 or 30 personalities,
Yeah.
is scary enough.
I
think
agree on that.
that
side
is
of it.
dumb.
because
as
he's
fuck. They're-
crawling along walls or doing all this creepy
in,
shit.
in the
There's
trailer,
too much.
because I read into that and I was thinking, please don't make this some kind of fucking wanky, like
Supernatural,
monster
yeah.
horror movie type thing.
Shyamalan.
They're doing that. Apparently, the way they're going to shoot that is that James
Well,
McAvoy.
they've already shot it.
Well, no, but like, shut the fuck up. They'll,
when it comes out in like a day.
it will be done like the supernatural kind of like he turns into this beast type thing will be done from his like not like a POV but from his point of view.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you'll see it like that. You'll see what he thinks he's seeing, but obviously from like the girls or whoever's like the trapped person, they'll be seeing just James McAvoy. I presume doing
No,
some good
no.
performance.
In
No,
the
because
trailer,
in the
see him all
trailer
going
you
like,
see him do all of that, and then you also see his doctor going like, he can change his body chemistry at will.
Oh, yeah, you do,
This
actually.
is something that I'm worried about.
Surely that they're
because-
going to just explore that in the way that it will be like he.
I think it's
he
a really
believes
sick
he
idea
can
for a
change
film.
his-
I
No,
just
I'm
I'm
really
upset
like
with
the idea.
what I
but
think the direction. I'm still gonna go watch it though.
I'm
'cause
Yeah,
actually-
yeah,
you don't
absolutely.
I'm
know.
down for watching.
I'm concerned about it because it has become like a social trope now to make fun of Shyamalan for his twists.
Yeah.
But I am concerned about it because it is a fantastic premise. You've got James McAvoy, who is a very, very talented
Awesome.
actor, and it's good to see him in a role which means that he can challenge himself and do different characters within
Yeah.
one character.
Yeah.
But I am concerned that it's going to be a fantastic premise, but yet again, it's going to be actually supernatural like Signs.
That's
or
why
something.
I don't really enjoy watching Shyamalan movies because I spend the entire time looking for the twist,
Oh,
trying to figure
did
out
you
what
not
it's going to
enjoy
be.
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Don't get me started on that.
He
Okay.
ruined one of the best animated TV shows of all time.
Did you see The Visit, the one with the grandparents?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I heard
I
that,
actually
wasn't that
enjoyed
his
that
like
movie.
his first return to form?
Yeah, it was actually really good, but I spent the entire time just thinking, right, what's going to happen? What's going wrong? Why are they so weird? And when it actually was revealed, when the actual twist was revealed, it was actually really interesting.
He's trying to de-meme himself.
Yeah, although not really, because he's still doing the twist.
doing the same shit.
Yeah,
does.
but
Maybe
now
he's
it's
trying to do it
good.
better,
Yeah. The Visit is actually a pretty good movie, to be
This
fair.
is a total. It's not a segue, but what's the Danny Boyle film with James McAvoy?
Trance.
Trance. Watched that the other day.
My favourite
That again. That's a brilliant film.
One of my
I watched it
favourite
in the
films.
cinema, and then I decided to rewatch it like literally a couple nights ago. Brilliant film.
It's an absolutely amazing film. Yeah,
Sorry, the
it's-
name was just there, and I couldn't
Yeah.
quite get it. So.
It's a clever film.
Just
At
to
the
turn
ending,
this,
it's just like
I know,
to
it
turn
blew
this
my
into
mind.
the James McAvoy podcast. What do you guys think of Filth?
Oh my damn!
Good film.
It filled that train spotting gap that I had.
I don't like Trainspotting.
Oh mate, this is my favourite film of all time.
Filth is not my favorite film of
I
all time.
love
I haven't
It,
watched it.
I've got this.
it feels a bit messy sometimes, but
You feel
I
fucking
enjoyed
messy.
it just purely because of literally how filthy it is.
Yeah.
What is the filth about?
Yeah, I,
Also, James McAvoy in a dress.
that's
I would.
my that's on my wall
Spoilers.
right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I
He
know.
shout this poster to everyone.
I do. It's shout out to
How'd
Joe
you- how'd you
Donnelly
like
for
that,
buying it
audio
for me.
listeners?
Thanks.
Pardon?
I said, how'd you like that, audio listeners?
Yeah.
No, Filth. I don't think Filth is
Right, for as
particularly
much as you
messy.
love Filth, it's
Yeah.
got a 64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't really get
Filth
that.
is not the film
Okay.
I thought it was. And
That's-
it looks interesting. So
That's
I might
not
watch
a
this
great.
film.
I mean, it's
No,
fresh.
no,
It's
60
just above fresh.
64 is good. Let's not go
Okay,
unless
it's good. It's not great. It's
7.1 on
just above
IMDb.
fresh. It's just above bad.
No, here's the thing. People with ratings like this, which is why I fucking hate ratings. You should just have a like. If you enjoy this, you see this, or you might like this.
That's what Rotten Tomatoes
No,
is. Though.
because
It's a yes or
no,
no
it's not.
system.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
a
not.
yes
It's
or no
it's
system.
80 or above. Yes. Anything less than that, fuck that film. That's
Anything
No,
less
no,
than
no.
60
Yes.
is no.
I
Anything
don't
less than
really
60
like
goes
Rotten
on to
like
Rotten.
Tomatoes.
if
never
you're on
stick on.
Netflix, will you watch a 3-star?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I think you're all fucking lying.
No,
no,
I
no.
watch plenty of
You know
3-star
what?
movies.
There are plenty of films on Netflix that are
Yeah.
small indie films that are 1-star. That
Sing
are
Street, shout out to Sing Street.
fucking
Watch Sing Street.
amazing
Yeah.
films. I'm not talking about Hobo with a Shotgun, even though I do love that film.
Holy Shotgun's fucking great.
For example, have you seen Chernobyl?
Hang on, is that a film that
Diaries?
exists?
Chernobyl Diaries.
Chernobyl Diaries.
Yeah.
I think so. Is that weird found footage horror movie?
No, it's like tourists go on a tour to Chernobyl and then the van breaks down.
Oh wait, no,
Cliché,
yeah,
but
I have seen that.
I think that's a talking
I thought it was
perspectives.
fucking awful.
I think that's a freaking awesome film.
I really did.
I
enjoy
really
it.
appreciate that film a
Well,
lot.
your opinion sucks.
Yeah,
Oh!
Tom.
Okay. I'm gonna wind it back to a section.
Okay, Garrett's taking control.
Taking it back. Okay, so we're gonna start with.
Yes.
Each person will go around and we'll say, please give me a video game that should be turned into a movie and how it should be done, and who would play who,
Okay.
and what would
Oh.
happen.
Oh no! Don't you go this way. We'll go Harry way.
Yeah, we'll go around the table this way.
We
Which
can go
starts with you,
We
Garrett.
can go with
Okay.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will go, and I think Harry might pick the same because he's recently fallen in love with Metal Gear.
I haven't.
I've never played this.
No, I feel so guilty because it's so fucking weird, and I love it, and I hate myself for loving it.
Hideo Kojima puts his name on everything, and he should rightly. They're really, really good games, really fun games, and I think that wacky Japanese sort of, oh my god, he's got a nuclear weapon, should be put back into cinema. I miss that. I miss like crazy 80s stuff.
Yeah.
They played us
You
like
may
a damn
find-
fiddle.
They played us like a damn fiddle. Anyway,
So how would you put it into film
Yeah.
form? What would you do?
literally.
Pitch it to us. Cast it.
Okay, so playing Snake
Okay.
would be
Gonna be Kyle.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland, obviously,
Yeah,
because Kiefer Sutherland is now Snake, and makes a great Snake.
Is it Kiefer Sutherland?
Kiefer Sutherland. It used to be a guy called David Hayter whose voice was literally, "I am Snake, Snake, Metal Gear." But now it's like Kiefer Sutherland. It's kind of toned back, but it's still very video game, very fun.
Yeah.
Who else plays Cars and that guy?
Ocelot is Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. Troy Baker can
Troy
play
Baker.
Ocelot. I'm down
Wow,
with
Troy Baker's in a video game film.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
What a
weird.
shot.
A video game.
that.
Oh yeah.
I 100%
Oh yeah. I
think
forget
that
this
would
isn't a
work.
real film that we're pitching.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I have another one that would be a really good movie as well. Fuck.
Go on, say it.
Borderlands 2.
Not played it.
All I want is
You
Handsome
just want
Jack.
Handsome Jack.
I just
yeah.
want Handsome Jack.
I've heard about this guy. Is it fun?
Handsome Jack.
Do you have
is
it
the
live
best-
action or animated?
Live action. Yeah. The guy. Well, Handsome Jack is the best video game villain of all time.
Okay.
He's the most likable. His motives aren't, they're bad guy motives, but they're like, okay,
Is
cool.
a good villain likable though?
Yeah.
Because to
Yes,
me,
a
a
good
good
villain
villain
is
should be
likeable.
absolutely repulsive.
Yeah.
Do you like the Joker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair point.
And he's one of the best villains in all of film ever.
Yeah, he is. That's a good point.
No, a villain isn't
I
someone
like-
you necessarily agree with, but it's someone you like and empathize with just by how they act and how how character they are.
I don't like the Joker as a person though. Like
No, I know,
wouldn't-
but
he's a
we
bit of a dick,
like
isn't he?
the Joker.
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Right. Metal Gear, Borderlands 2.
I would turn Peter Jackson's King Kong the movie, the video game, into a movie again. Just reverse engineering.
Just reverse engineer.
Yeah,
it.
just make it back into a movie. Make a second one. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Fair. Who would star in it? Just the same cast?
Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black definitely.
Jack Black.
First person I'd cast.
Okay.
Probably.
Would you get
Who's
Andy
that guy in those
Serkis
Wes
back?
Anderson movies?
I actually can't remember any of the.
That
actors'
Wes
names.
Anderson actor guy, him.
Okay. Wes Anderson actor guy. Would you get Andy Serkis back? As both Kong and another character in the movie?
I'd get him. I'd get an actual gorilla.
Okay.
Just a giant.
What,
gorilla.
just do trickery, like close-up
off
shots to
gorilla.
make
Yeah,
it
but-
look really big?
Peter Jackson's good at perspective. Just
Okay.
do that, yeah.
Just give the gorilla a Barbie doll and put him put him on a Lego Empire State Building.
I would watch that actually.
Yeah, I would watch that.
I want to see how that would go. I think
So-
Drake's
like
would
it's
be
it's
fun.
really well shot actiony bits with like CGI bugs or whatever, and then
Yeah.
it just like smash cut to a gorilla, well no, just a monkey
Yeah.
with a Barbie doll.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Video-
Actually, no, sorry, I do actually have a serious answer.
okay, go.
Okay.
I would turn the Halo series into a movie.
Hasn't that tried to be done?
Yes,
They-
Peter
Many
Jackson.
times.
Forward Unto
it
Dawn.
became District 9,
um,
didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I think, yeah. it
Was
did.
that the
Yeah.
original story?
Yeah, it was originally
The-
Peter
what,
Jackson's
District
song.
9 was really good.
It was, hey, I have all this money and idea, and actually, screw that, I'm going to put it into District 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about watching Forward Unto Dawn, which I don't know if you guys have seen it. And
I
one
haven't.
thing I love about the Halo series, there's an advert that they did, I can't remember what it's called, where they interview, in inverted commas, former veterans of this war with the Covenant. And it is really powerful. Like, it does come across like, a real war has been fought, and then they go through like models, little figures, and like in the middle of a bloody battle. And I'd like to see that. I wouldn't like to see the story of Chief, basically a movie version of the video games. I would
Yeah.
like to see
the actual soldiers,
like
the actual...
the story of a squad
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
around on this planet on Reach or something.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just about to say
the-
Reach.
the-
That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool, yeah.
Reach or ODST could make a really good movie.
Was Reach
Yeah.
good? I
Yeah,
never
Reach
played
is
Reach.
really-
Reach
actually
is probably
one of
my
my
favorite
favourites.
Halos.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Stopped playing Halo like after 3.
I began to care about the characters like when spoilers.
I found myself
everyone
playing
dies.
through. I found myself playing through Reach more.
Yeah.
I probably played Halo 2 more,
No, I
but
played Halo 3.
Halo 2 is the one I played the most.
Halo 3.
I played Halo
the
1
most.
and 2 the most for sure. Like just every day of my childhood, drilling.
Okay, so
Laurence, hit me with
Ooh.
it.
Okay. I was gonna be lazy purely just because I've had this conversation before, and don't groan. I
If
was
you
gonna
pick
say
mine.
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait for it.
No.
Purely because I've had the conversation with a friend before.
It
But
was me. Spoiler alert.
now that I'm looking, like, I'm seeing the Part 2 trailer, I'm thinking, you know what, this should very much be kept. Because it is a cinematic game. It should be kept in its own medium.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to translate well to screen because it's already
Yeah.
good on a screen. So, with that, I've no idea for casting or anything, but I would really love to see the first Bioshock turned into a film.
yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really
That
good.
would be really cool.
Or
Bi-
even
any Bioshock.
I
Yeah.
wasn't so much of a fan of Infinite. I thought it was a bit kind of, it lost its feel.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do get that.
But that's only because they took it out of Rapture. That's literally the only thing.
no. I liked what's it called? Oh crap, the name of the flying city, Virginia or something. Columbia. That's it.
Columbia.
Columbia. I like the feel of that. I do get what you mean though. Is that it lost this? The moment you get in there, it's like, whoa, this is cool. And
Yeah.
the more you learn about the city itself, it's also cool. But it completely lost
It does, yeah.
It's
It lost its
feeling
kind
of
of
scale.
the fact that it's almost like free world as well just kind of made the game a bit more confusing.
Yeah.
You didn't really need that element. Bioshock was great. I mean, you knew where you were going, you just didn't know how the fuck to get there, which was great.
Yeah.
But no, the reason I actually want to see that turn into a film is because the relationship, I believe his name's Jack. You never really hear him. I believe his name's Jack, the first guy.
Booker. Oh no! Oh, sorry.
Booker
the first
catch.
In the first one, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah. And his relationship
Booker
with
catch.
Atlas. Oh, you fuck! You cunt.
Would you kindly stop doing that?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
the first thing you do in a podcast, throw something at someone else.
Booker cat.
Oh, forgive him. 'cause he
Sneezed
said
on him
Booker
last time he
catch.
was in
Oh,
here.
gotcha. I just get abused by Garrett in this fucking
Would you
room.
kindly continue?
I'm never
Okay.
staying in the same room. Yeah, no, the reason I want to see that is because of the relationship between Jack and Atlas.
Bless you.
Nice. There's a cough button there, mate.
I
He used it.
Used it.
Oh.
Well, never
Yeah,
mind.
the relationship.
Bless you for no reason.
You just heard me in real life.
The relationship between Jack and Atlas.
Yeah, the relationship between Jack and Atlas is
No,
great
because I heard
of
it.
where it
Oh no,
goes.
for the mics.
Yeah,
I never played Bioshock.
it's a good game. It's because of where the relationship
Nathan,
goes
would you
and ends
kindly
up.
play Bioshock?
Yes, I would.
You're gonna have to edit the shit out of what Laurence is
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Judge, shall I give you it again?
Yes.
probably.
Okay. The reason I want to see Bioshock turned into a film is because of the relationship between Jack and Atlas. If you throw that again at me.
No, I meant going closer to your mic.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Your little segment here is going.
It's just fucking
really
ruined,
off rails.
isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, what was the question that you were? Actually, let's start this whole thing again. Ask him again.
So video game that you want to turn into a movie, Lawrence? What do
No,
you think?
I'm leaving
Oh
all
well,
that
this
in.
is
Fuck
quite
it.
a
Well, I
fresh
think
answer.
Bioshock. So
I haven't
Would
had
you
any
kindly
time to
explain
think
why?
about it. Yeah.
nuts.
Wait, I'm not being. It is. Would you kindly? Right.
It is, would you
yeah.
kindly?
Cool,
Yeah.
yeah, I was.
Is that what you were saying?
I kept on saying it, and then I was like, "Wait, I hope I'm quoting the right game."
Oh, was you referencing something?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right,
Atlas
yeah,
has-
you don't
Atlas
know.
has a system where it's kind of like he says it's like mental conditioning where he's like, "Would you kindly do this?" But you never notice it in the game. But if you tell me says, "Would you kindly?" you kind of the player has to do it,
Okay.
and it's great because you voluntarily do it because you're like, "Oh, this guy's telling me to do it. I should go do that."
And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh.
You
Yeah.
get a
Shit.
task
And
in a
then-
video game, you do it.
I mean, you
It's
kind of
like,
have to.
oh,
You can't
shit.
really continue if you don't. So.
Well, yeah, that's the reason they made it.
Yeah.
and did in that sense.
Which is very clever. It's very clever. The "Would you kindly" thing was a great sort of premise, and then where Atlas, like what happens with Atlas at the end, I won't
Mhm.
spoil, but it's a very great twist I did
Who-
not expect.
For Bioshock,
Mhm.
who would you have direct? Whose vision?
Oh,
from what you've seen. See, the first person that comes
That's-
to my mind, which I don't think would work, but I think it would possibly look very cool, especially Rapture, would be like Tim Burton. But then you'd have
When was
Johnny
the last
Depp.
time he made a good movie?
Or,
though?
yeah, you'd have Johnny Depp as a big daddy and like and Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
What was the little sister? As the little sister.
Yeah.
I'll
Did you
tell
see
I'll tell
that
who I
weird
think could make a good one.
fucking X-Men movie he made last year?
What?
That like Miss Peregrine's
Oh,
Home for-
no, I didn't
Oh,
watch
right.
that.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
basically
X-Men
X-Men.
Apocalypse.
It was
It was
basically X-Men.
Child X-Men.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
Right.
I'll tell you, there is one person I think could direct it.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, Justin Kurzel.
Who's that?
He directed the fucking dog shit movie we saw last night.
Oh, he directed his House of Creed.
But I think and Macbeth and that. And
Okay,
he's a
and
new
Macbeth is good.
director.
He's got
a
the
visionary
eye for
director.
visuals.
Yeah, he's very very good with his.
Assassin's Creed is very good looking.
It's a very good looking film, yeah. And
Yeah.
the Rapture is all about kind of how it looks. It has to set up a certain tone, and the tone
Yeah.
kind of carries the entire game.
I can see that.
If you gave that Justin Kurzel a good script, I reckon he could be fantastic.
Yeah.
But sadly, Assassin's Creed was rushed, and it looked great.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't jump into a bale of hay.
Yeah.
What?
he
Yeah,
does.
I got so
What does
pissed
he
off.
jump into?
He
What?
does the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Okay, you see him on the tower. He
It's a
jumps, and as he's falling, they cut away to modern day, so you don't see him.
You
lads.
don't see him.
Me
I'm
and
not
him
watching
at
that
that
film.
moment, we turned to each other and we just went, "Nope."
Yeah.
It was not
That's like
on
me
board.
and Garrett in Batman vs Superman.
Mm.
We were like, we really didn't want to do it, and then
This
I'm sorry
podcast
to
will always
drop
get back to
drop this
BBS.
bomb, but then you know the bit where he's in the fucking well and the bats start lifting him up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
guys
that was
floating.
I
weird.
literally started standing up. I was like, "Let's go like this."
we honestly did question leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But we spent the money. So
but anyway,
Um,
sorry,
yeah.
let's not
That's
get
right
into
at the
that.
beginning as
game
well.
game into movie.
Okay, I kind of have two.
Go.
Yep.
Okay. Well, did anyone ever play The Force Unleashed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a
I
good game.
loved that game.
That
Force
could
Unleashed was
could
great.
work as like a Star Wars story,
Which
could.
one? The first one or the second one?
Star
The
Killer.
first one,
Yeah.
but
the
not
first
base.
one. Yeah, you can't have Starkiller anymore, so you'd have to change his name. But yeah, basically, for anyone who hasn't played it, you are Darth Vader's apprentice. So you just go around doing secret jobs for him, which the Emperor doesn't know about. And the amount of power you have in that game, it's just incredible. You just spend
Unbelievable.
time.
Yeah, you have the Force, and it's
unleashed. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, but the things you could do, you could just like. I spent most of my time just picking up stormtroopers and just throwing them
yeah,
about
that was
very
wicked.
cool.
all over the places, and that was such a good game.
You know
I
what the
would
worst thing about that game was?
What?
The fact that it opened as you were Darth Vader and Kashyyyk, and you just had to slaughter a bunch of Wookiees.
Oh, that was amazing.
That
though.
was it was
the
an
best part of the
amazing
game.
level,
It was
but
an
it was
amazing
hard
level
to
but
slaughter
yeah,
Wookiees.
like they would run up being and I was like using the Force, choking them out, and I was like, I feel fucking.
It's like
awful.
punching puppies.
Yeah, it literally is.
It was the best bit when you picked them up and just threw them, and you could just hear.
They're just falling off their world. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game. I'd love to see some kind of adaptation of that into the Star Wars universe. But also, this is a weird choice. But Grand Theft Auto 4,
What, the
Hey,
actual
cousin, you
story?
want to
Yeah,
go bowling?
like not all that
Cousin, you
shit.
want to go bowling?
But I thought the storyline to Grand Theft Auto 4 was actually kind of like really interesting because Nico, he's like so down on his luck. Everything goes wrong for that character. Absolutely everything.
Can it open with Mr.
reaches
Blue
rock
Sky?
he reaches rock bottom by the end of the movie. It's not like GTA 5 where you become a millionaire. It's like
Yeah.
shit. You lose everything. And I always thought that would be a really interesting thing to see
Yeah.
in a movie. An Eastern European immigrant coming to New York pursuing the American dream, but it just totally going wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
I
totally
mean,
Yeah, you
fucking
could do
up.
it. You could do it in the
That'd be
form of like
pretty
a funny
interesting,
sort of gangster movie.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
big choice at the end is either you let your cousin die, you let your was it your wife or whatever?
your
Soon-to-be
your,
wife?
your girlfriend, yeah,
Girlfriend, yeah.
yeah. I mean, you've been on like 2 dates with her by that point.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about her.
Yeah, no, me neither. But
She
Roman
didn't
died.
want to go bowling.
Cousin, let us go see
Hang on,
some
hang on.
American titties.
Hang on, I never finished that. Are you telling me Roman dies?
Well, it's a choice. Roman dies.
I
your
would
girlfriend
save
dies.
Roman. There's so many more bowling trips me and him.
But you, see, you don't.
Yeah.
But you don't know though because I think it doesn't say choose to kill thingy or choose which one
No,
dies.
it's like you either go to the wedding or you go somewhere
yeah.
else.
If
something
you
like that.
go to
Oh,
the
God.
wedding, I think she dies, and if
I can't remember. All I remember is the
Um,
scene where they with whoever is. I can't remember who the main bad people in that are. There were like
Russians,
3.
aren't there?
Foreigners.
There's
Yeah, foreigners.
the guy in the suit, isn't it?
Yeah, with the like gingery hair.
Yeah,
You,
the
you
Russian
meet him
guy.
early on.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Dimitrov.
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe
it's Dimitrov
Dmitriev, I
or
think.
Dimitri.
Something Russian.
Well, anyway, yeah, they just sort of it's either him or the other one. Just
Yeah.
like do a drive by of the wedding.
The ending's the same, like regardless of which ending. It's just one of them dies, and it's just the cutscene changes slightly to have either Roman die or the girlfriend.
No. The endings they're different endings.
No, it's a different mission.
It depends who you
ending.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a different mission, but like the actual scene where they die is the exact same.
Tom, do you have one?
Been thinking long and hard
I
about
mean, you've
this.
had like
Yeah,
10
you want
minutes.
Dishonored into a movie.
Oh, I mean, yeah, basically, but I don't know. I also understand like it probably wouldn't do well. Like it wouldn't come across very well, and I enjoy the game so much. So a bit like saying Last of Us. For me,
When
the
have-
story
When
is the
have
game.
video game movies ever really done well?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I think one thing, and I think you'll get what I'm saying. If I said Overwatch, the build up of all the animations for each character, you know,
Yeah.
the little story,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome. So I can see them going to the original Overwatch, like
No, yeah,
the
but
team, and making this full animation, like animated.
We're all in agreement that the characters are so well made.
Exactly.
so
I
they're
think
very
that would just
likeable.
make a really cool film.
Like, as-
I'd watch that, even if it was a short, but like a
I've
long
talked
short.
about Overwatch before. I didn't talk about it very
Yeah.
well because I didn't have these two.
We
that
talked
play it.
about porn.
Oh yeah, that's true. Blizzard.
Yeah.
No, Pornhub put out a couple days ago.
Tracer was number one.
Follow Your Opinion Sucks for all your Pornhub updates.
Overwatch was more searched on Pornhub than anal.
Really?
And then they also did
Wow.
a thing,
Hey,
and
now
I
step
saw
up
this.
your
I
game.
read this morning, and
Yeah.
it was out of all the characters,
Yeah.
Tracer being number one,
Tracer
and
number
Bastion
one.
being zero. Whatever.
20th.
Yeah.
Zarya isn't even on there, and she's a fucking babe.
She is
She's
a
like
babe.
this
Of
Russian
who searches
bodybuilder.
them the most, and so like, but also I think, Potentially Skyrim.
I was literally just about to say
I'm
that.
saying somehow following the story of the
world-
Dover
How
King.
would
The
that
world,
work, though? How would that
Dover
work?
King.
Dover King.
I thought you said Dover King.
Dover. I think I did.
Kai's
You
the
were
Dover
here.
King.
Dover King.
Yeah, well, yeah, but no one will get that.
Yeah, but
Also,
following,
that's cut.
following the story, like, because
Yeah, no,
when you play
just
the game,
the world of Elder Scrolls.
yeah, exactly,
Definitely
and
work.
like it would be. I feel that film would be so compared to Lord of the Rings. People would, people
Any
would,
fantasy
people,
film that
and
comes
Game of
out is
Thrones.
compared
exactly.
to Lord of the
People would be
Rings.
like, yeah, but like following the development of some guy, obviously The Rock, playing Doverkin.
Why?
No.
If it's based in Skyrim, which is supposed to be Nordic, they're just like, oh, I got an arrow in the knee. And he's just like, I know. Oh,
that-
shit.
Was
No,
that
I
Torbjorn?
got an arrow.
Shut it.
Was that Torbjorn?
Maybe.
I got an arrow in the knee.
Maybe.
How would a Skyrim movie work? though?
Nah,
Like,
here's how they do it. They'd shoot 50 different ones, and at the beginning, when you went into the
is it a
movie,
choose your own adventure
when you
movie?
went into the movie, like it would come up with a character selection screen, and it would be a mass audience vote of like, would you be Khajiit? Would you be like?
No, like the character
Mate,
would
that'd be
start.
so good because you'd have to spend like 60 quid to see the entire thing. So
Yeah.
you'd have to go back.
Yeah,
Skyrim memes are my favorite memes.
I think if they were to do it as Skyrim story, they wouldn't be able to do the Dover King because, like I said before, with Hitman, it's a personal thing, and even
Yeah.
more so with the Dover King.
I
because-
think he'd either be. I think he'd be. Do you reckon? The way I put it is he'd either have died, or he hasn't actually come around yet, and so it's just a legend. Like the people would talk about this legend, or he's already died.
I would have liked to have seen the beginning of the Civil War, because that, for me personally, that was my favorite bit. Of
Who
the
did
game.
you play? Because it was
Iron
the.
Man.
I can't remember the two like main.
Stormcloaks and Imperials.
Yeah,
I went with
pretty
the Imperials. I was an orc,
same.
and I went with the Imperials.
I was Khajiit.
I
Always
was one of
like
those
Khajiit.
cats.
Because you got the
I
claws,
played you
and
for like
that's
2
hella
seconds.
powerful.
I always play both sides when I play these games because I'm a
Okay.
prick.
That's great.
Okay, question for the table.
But our tables are
I was
different.
The tables.
What's your question? Because I was gonna reverse it and be like, what movie into a game?
Okay, we'll
Go
do that in
like
a
that.
second.
Okay.
Just a quick one on video games into movies. Who would you cast as Joel in The Last of Us, and why
The
would
Rock.
it be Hugh Jackman?
Holy shit! I didn't even think.
Why
about
would it be
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman?
John Hamm.
It
It
wouldn't
just,
be.
have you seen the
John
trailer for
Hamm.
Logan?
Ooh.
Have you
John
seen the
Hamm.
trailer for Logan?
Exactly.
He'd be Joel.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Nah.
but then he'd be Logan as Joel.
Yeah, but
But
what other-
so what? That's what I want to see.
I think the voice actor for
Yeah, Troy Baker.
yeah,
Troy Baker would do a pretty
they
good
would-
job.
'cause did
Troy
you see
Baker's
the
too
live
skinny.
action Last of Us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so good.
Right, I think they would be able to do it.
They did good, but that's
The,
just because you
um,
recognise Joel's voice as
yeah.
Troy
Who would
Baker's
play it?
voice.
The
Exactly,
actress
but-
would not. The actress
Ellen
who played Ellie
Page.
would not be able to.
No.
Ellen Page.
I actually
Ellen Page is too old.
I
I
actually-
don't like Ellen Page as an actress.
I don't like
Don't
Ellen
you?
Page, but I'm. You know what? I really killed The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us.
Last of Us is great.
But when I googled what Ellie's
What are you
voice
two
actress
doing?
looks like,
It's
ruined it for
actually.
I cried a little bit.
Yeah, she's in the Avengers. The voice
Yeah.
actress. For,
Oh yeah, because
But I saw her and I was like, oh man,
She was
I
like
was
Captain
expecting
America's
Ellie to
girlfriend,
look
but
like
not really.
Ellie,
Yeah.
and now she's blonde
Oh, what, the
and
waitress?
not Ellie.
Yeah.
She had a scene that just got cut, so she
Yeah.
just kind of like has a weird look at him, like she's
Yeah.
a stalker,
Yeah.
and then just goes, "Thank you."
Captain America saved my life.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
controversial maybe casting for Joel, Chris Pratt.
Oh, why?
No, because I think
He needs his.
Hey, Ellie!
He needs a serious acting break. He needs to do a Steve Carell.
yeah.
Does
I,
he?
no, I think he
Has
should.
he not had that yet? Did he not do that in Magnificent Seven? I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, that was a really serious film with such a
What does the
serious
on
tone.
button do?
Don't press it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Chris Pratt has the potential to be a serious actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do.
Like
I feel
in
like they-
Wanted.
I feel like by casting him, you'd be injecting probable too much like humor. And
Yeah.
I feel they would write humor into
The-
it just
the
for him,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
that would
the
kill
studio
it.
the studio would tell you, oh, we need Fat Pratt full down
Yeah.
or shirtless fit
I,
Pratt.
I actually think Hugh Jackman, like you said though, it would be Logan, but
I'm okay with that.
I see it like
I feel like if it was Chris Pratt, they'd do like all the cool, like nice human moments in The Last of Us would sort of change. Like Ellie's being all miserable, and he's like, Jesus, kid, man.
for
Yeah.
example, have you
I
seen
think he
Prisoners?
Yeah,
No.
No.
Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
good film.
Brilliant film. He's not Logan in that,
No, he's not.
but
Okay.
he's a very serious older man.
Yeah.
Because
And it works
that's
really
what I was
well.
worried about.
Well, that's-
thinking about
it's a-
Hugh
it's
Jackman.
And I
Such a
watched it,
diff.
and I didn't think. But do you see where I'm coming from with The Last of Us? His character, he's
Yeah,
a very
it's
serious
the-
older man.
It is a serious older man,
He's
but
lost his
because it's
kid.
yeah, like Wolverine is like this kind of like animal type man. Joel is kind of the same man. He's a fucking savage.
They
Oh,
are
for
very
sure.
similar characters.
Yeah.
Really. Well, movie characters anyway.
So
Garrett, what about you? Joel.
John Hamm.
John Hamm's a good choice actually.
Yeah, I
I
think John
never
Hamm
thought
would do
about
a-
that until you said it. But
Would do a really good job with it.
would Jake Gyllenhaal do a good job?
no.
Unfortunately,
He's got like the build. I think he's got the
I don't think
brooding
he
man.
has
I'd pit him for
Yeah.
everything, but Last of Us.
Because what I see in John Hamm is this like kind of southerner father type figure.
Yeah.
And
what
I
if
think
John
that's kind of
Hamm's
what it is. And
naked?
I think he can play this
What about-
distraught.
I think
That
Jake
guy.
Gyllenhaal is too weird to
What
play
guy?
it. Really.
From what?
That's because you've seen Nightcrawler though.
No, I've seen him in other stuff and he's still weird.
I don't think he's a weird guy when he's not playing a weird guy.
No,
Jeffrey Morgan.
Oh, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he did so well in Walking Dead, didn't
No,
he?
he did.
He could do it.
I think
He's
he
a
did
good
very well in
actor.
The Walking Dead.
He's a
Oh,
good
right,
actor.
okay,
Okay,
We
we'll
talked
have
about
a
this.
separate
we talked-
podcast for
No,
this.
we just talked about this last time. Just a quick side note. This is probably just for us and not going in.
Sorry.
Oh,
good
turn
job,
your
mate.
phone
I'm
off.
so
Are
sorry.
you? It's mid-season break now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is a bullshit thing that exists, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But
It's such a money rake.
but is it any good
Mm,
currently? Honestly,
I think so.
like is
It
it
picked
up?
up. It picked up. Who watched The Walking Dead? Everybody.
Me, it's terrible.
Well,
It is dog shit.
you know
man.
they did that episode with like the women camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I was
irrelevant.
like,
Irrelevant.
what?
Completely irrelevant.
They'll come back in like
Will
next
they, though?
season. They probably will, and then it'll be like, oh, that was clever. I hate that. No, I mean I'm loyal to The Walking Dead. I guess I don't know.
I'm loyal to it.
I found myself losing interest, but then in the last couple episodes, minus the girl one, I got back into it. I was like, I like where it's going.
But do you though? Because it's not going anywhere.
I feel like it is.
But it's not though.
It's going the same direction as every
Yeah.
season does, but which is
Well,
just one big build up.
Let's get away from
We're
that.
on
We
easy
talked about it
street.
enough last
Yeah.
time.
You
Back
and
to
me.
Yeah.
On
Let's
easy-
Back
let's
to-
wrap up with this. Let's wrap up with this.
We are on
What time are we on?
117.
we got a lot of time.
I want
We're
to.
good.
I want to cap the episode
Been
off
about an
around
hour.
about an hour though, because last week's was really long.
It
This
was
this
quite
will be the
I
last
think an
hour and a
week,
half
and then
is
it'll
a
be
good-
about
Shut
an
up,
hour.
shut up, shut up,
We'll-
shut
we'll
up.
keep going. We'll see how it
TVs,
goes.
movies, TV or movie, or comic or whatever, any kind of medium that you would turn into a video game and how you would do it, and what kind of game.
Turn
what kind
into
of,
a video game. Okay.
you know.
Can
it's
it?
just-
Can
it's
you
a
talk
world
about?
that you want to inhabit.
Can you talk about something
Tokyo
that's
Ghoul.
already been turned into a video game, but you want to see a video game done in another way?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
What would you do?
Oh wait, a TV
I'm
show
really
into a
trying to
video
think.
game.
What?
A TV show or a movie into a video game.
Yeah,
Tokyo
it's the
Ghoul.
opposite of what we've
Right.
done.
Okay. Let me
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Is there not a Tokyo Ghoul game?
Just anime. And they're making a film, which is
It will probably be dog.
It's
All,
gonna be
all
live
anime
acted.
films are dog.
But I think a Tokyo Ghoul game in the same style as the Ruby game would be awesome.
Ruby game is good.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there. Unpopular opinion. Batman. I know it's already got the Arkham games.
One of the best video
What?
game series ever.
Are you,
made
Yeah,
are
as
you
well.
talking about the Dark
Right.
Knight trilogy?
So no. Just Batman as a character.
Batman.
I don't know what storyline they'd take it with, or what they'd kind of draw inspiration from. But the Arkham games were good. They were good. Don't get me wrong. I did
The
enjoy
first
them.
one.
But they were a button mash.
They're not a button mash.
They are a
though.
button
No.
mash.
They're not. The combat system is what defined combat systems.
To be
from
fair,
all other games.
Every single other game is just let's use the Batman combat
Let's
system
use the
because
Arkham.
it's the best.
It's the definitive one.
Mhm.
Really, it's not a button mash.
I told you it was an unpopular opinion.
It
Stop
is,
it.
'cause
Well,
it's a
your
wrong
opinion
goal.
sucks.
Yeah, your.
Harry's back to
Your
life.
opinion sucks. Yeah.
Does anyone else have an opinion?
I think the guy's
I
standing
really want
outside
Tokyo
waiting for
Ghoul
us
game
wants an
now.
opinion.
That'd be really
Cool.
great.
Did we have this for 2 hours or
We
what?
got it booked till 1. Yeah.
Oh, then what- yeah.
Who is it?
This
It's like
Tony.
22.
Is Tony here? Is Tony here? All right, hold on.
No, he's not looking at us. We're-
Use the
Is he
force.
waiting?
no. We're okay. Anyway,
Okay.
okay.
What are you thinking?
A movie turned into a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream.
Why?
Yes.
Yeah, elaborate,
That would
please.
just be depressing and
Okay, now
dull.
I don't know. I asked
Frozen.
the question
Oh, no,
just
I'm
because
sure
I
it's
thought we
already
had
a
some
game.
Fat
I
legend.
just
I-
had one and I lost it.
I would make.
Treasure Planet.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I've got one.
It's
there already
a game.
is a Treasure Planet game on the PS1, but I want a modern Treasure Planet game, and I want a Treasure Planet 2 because Treasure Planet is the best Disney film of all time.
That's
It's
a
also
lie.
a musical,
You're lying to yourself. Hunchback
Because
of
It'd
Notre
be a
Dame.
musical game.
huh?
Hunchback
It'd be a
of Notre Dame.
musical game.
Like Parappa the Rapper, but
Oh
Oh, stop with
Yeah.
that shit
Not
again.
that again.
Not the slush puppy dog.
No one's gonna know what that is because I cut like 10 minutes of us googling it out the last episode. So
Basically, Nathan cut out some gold material where I compared this fuck face, the fuck cunt, as slush puppy dog.
I hear the slush puppy dog.
you
Sorry.
should know Parappa the Rapper.
let's get away from proper there.
Although I complained earlier about The Great Escape being made into a film
Yes.
and into a video game, excuse me.
You have to play that game.
I feel like I need to now.
It's so good.
I would make
honestly.
the Truman Show into a Telltale
Oh my
Telltale
God.
game series.
That sounds
Oh,
amazing.
Imagine
that
that.
sounds incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Jim Carrey, who knows what he's doing anymore? I don't think he knows. Just hire him, make him play Truman,
Yeah.
and just go around your day to day. Add a bit of sort of like new story to it, maybe, and then maybe at the end you have a choice whether or not to leave and change the events of the film.
Ooh.
You could.
And then you could step out into the actual outside world.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you don't even have to play as Truman.
No, you could
Yeah.
be like a producer. Or...
Well, yeah, like there could be like two halves of it.
yeah.
It could almost be a competitive game,
Actually, yeah, because you could have
Online world. Truman Show MMO.
like
Oh
the,
my god.
the streamer plays as Truman,
Rusev
his audience
style.
plays as everyone else.
Oh, that'd be quite cool. Actually.
That'd be very cool.
You just have to sit there as a character. Yeah. You need to watch The Great Escape.
I-
Play The Great
oh.
Escape. Sorry.
Let it go.
I'm not letting it go.
Okay, here's mine.
Mm.
A Avengers game,
Oh, fuck.
but in the style of Grand Theft Auto. So you have an open world. You have access to all the characters, and then you can just do anything you want.
right.
PC
So-
mods. They're great.
So you could be Iron Man, flying around the city.
You can do that with a mod.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
No,
but
no,
it's
I understand. I'm sorry, an
Actual,
actual game
An
mode,
actual
yes,
game with an
yes.
actual story, though.
essentially
as well.
Spider-Man 2, but modern and
No, but with,
Well,
like
GTA
with
5,
everyone
but-
else.
everyone
Yeah,
else.
So you're-
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the once again Superman of the movie game? You know, Superman Returns, the one with that guy.
Yeah, didn't you like fight a hurricane in that or something?
That you had to stop a meteor shower, and
Okay.
that's all I'm thinking of because all you could do was like fly around Metropolis and beat up guys, and then throw ambulances into petrol stations and stuff.
Such a Superman-y thing
Same.
to do.
Yeah,
The-
legit.
do you ever play the Hulk game?
No.
Which one?
Which one?
The good one.
The one from like 2003.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
Is
one
there
where
anything
literally
good
it-
about the Hulk so
Yeah,
far?
That game was great.
yeah.
That game was good.
It was a lot of fun because all he did was just throw things around.
But that's all I'm thinking of. Like, how else would you make it? Would it just be like a GTA type thing, or would it be open world? Or
I'm getting the vibe of that DC game.
Injustice.
No, that's
No.
one we used to play.
Oh, the free one,
The online one.
DC Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
sure.
it was just like you have the city, and then you can beat any of the DC characters and fly around.
Yeah, no.
What you just said,
make
but
your
Marvel.
own superhero essentially.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Go on.
So much potential.
A first-person shooter of any random Star Wars story. Don't say Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Don't say Battlefront because that game is
Battlefront.
wank.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2. Yeah.
Battlefront
yeah,
2.
that's,
Really good.
that's actually what Battlefront 2
I just
is.
want that remastered.
And it's
Yes.
incredible.
I want that remastered the way that the new
Does
one
it follow,
looks.
I've
You
never
play-
played it. Does
you-
it follow a campaign?
It follows one.
No,
You are
here's-
one stormtrooper.
here's-
You was in the Clone Wars. You
There's the story of the
Oh,
Clone Wars.
it's
There's a
so-
lot of that.
And
But
then
the,
it goes
the
through.
best thing about those games was a thing called Conquest Mode.
yes.
Right?
Mhm.
So there's this like galaxy. There's like I don't know, something like 13 planets or something.
Yeah.
And you start on one end of all of them. You have a planet. They
Yeah.
start on the other end, and you play it like a game of chess. So if you go to a planet where they've got a ship, you'll fight in space. You'll have a space battle, and if not, then you'll just fight on the planet to get the
I had
planet.
excellent split screen.
Oh my god, it's
This,
so
you could
good.
do that split screen, and like, you had the
They
whole
did,
game.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Really?
But in the
Wow.
campaign, you are one clone trooper to
Yeah.
stormtrooper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You fight through the Clone Wars. Then once you turn to the Imperial Army, you're the 501st Legion fighting for the Empire as well. So you're just one stormtrooper
And you
slash
can,
clone trooper
like-
going through the years of what
That's
he's
really-
done
that's
during
quite
the
and
war.
and the,
It's
you
so
can
good.
play
the
other
sections,
like
the sections where you do get to play as Jedis and
Yeah.
Sith are also
you
very
can
fun
be like
as well.
And they're
Because
good because they're limited.
I always like to
Are
be in
they
the
first
droidicas.
person?
Oh yeah,
No.
The rolling
you can
ones,
make
like
it first person. It can be first or third person.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
the
know what you mean,
droidicas
'cause
were where it was at.
I recently downloaded the recent Battlefront, and I kind of like it. It did feel very rushed, and I feel like really what it was missing was a campaign, basically.
Yeah.
Because
Quick recommendation. I can buy Battlefront right now on PlayStation Network, the Ultimate Edition, which is everything, for £20. Should
Wow.
I do that?
I've got it on Xbox. It feels like you're playing Star Wars.
That's what
like,
I want.
the sound design is great.
It looks
Gameplay is a lot of
beautiful.
fun. It looks great.
It looks really good. This is boring.
You'll
Really
eventually tire of it. Like, I played the 10-hour demo when it first came out. I played about 6 hours, got a bit bored. I've now bought it because my brother's bought it, and I just play with him I play with him occasionally on it. But I don't know. For that amount of money, it's not bad.
Okay.
Have you got the new Hitman game?
No.
Then you should get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But the opposite of what I said earlier about making Halo into a movie.
Yeah.
I'd much prefer to have a game where you play as a soldier, whether or not it's another clone trooper or if it's just a rebel. It would be fascinating to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you made it gritty. Because
Yeah.
I haven't seen Rogue One, but from what I hear, the battle scenes are pretty.
The battle scenes are really good.
Have
Yeah.
you ever heard of the tragedy of Star Wars 1313?
Oh my
No.
god, I was so excited for that game.
Imagine.
And then it got cancelled.
There's early pre-alpha gameplay footage of it. Imagine Uncharted.
It was Boba Fett, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think it was.
It was
Wow,
it
and
was
they
it was like
cancelled
that.
Yeah, they cancelled
It,
it.
imagine
was it
imagine
called, sorry?
Uncharted,
13.
but you're playing as sort of bounty hunters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There was a trailer and everything, but it just got scrapped.
Oh
completely.
yes, I remember.
What
Yeah,
happened?
I seem to remember.
What
Yeah.
happened was George Lucas sold everything to
Yeah.
Disney, including LucasArts that made the games. So EA sort of took over, cancelled Star Wars 1313, and yeah, it looked really good from what they
It
showed.
really did. The premise is you're on level 13 of 13 of Coruscant, which is like the really gritty level where all the crime bosses live and everything, and you're just a bounty hunter in that world. And look at that gameplay.
That looks awesome.
This is
Oh,
good content
yeah.
for the
Yeah.
listeners.
I was
Obviously,
gonna
that's
say,
all,
let's not- we're
that's
not
all
video.
like pre-rendered,
Yeah.
whatever. But that could definitely be done now, especially
It
with
could.
the money they have.
It could, but I heard rumors that the reason this got cancelled is because it was a Boba Fett game, and obviously they have a new established canon now, which they need to stick to quite strictly. But they're thinking of doing it. Well, they are probably going to be doing a Boba Fett movie, which is why this got canned, essentially.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
I don't really know. I was never a big fan of Boba Fett.
No, me neither.
No.
He always seemed just shit to me.
Yeah, I
Didn't really
talked
do
to my
anything except die.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
talked to my
He
dad
did.
about it, and he said I asked him like it always seems to be an older generation, the ones that watch the originals first, because I think we are prequel babies.
Yeah, we are.
I definitely watched. I watched the originals when I was younger, but the prequels, like the chronological order, is the way I view it.
Okay.
And so, hearing people say, "Oh yeah, Boba Fett, he was so cool," he looked cool. Everyone knows he looks cool, but apart from that, he is the worst character within that series.
Well, this is controversial to say, and I know a lot of people will kill me for this. But in terms of actual movies, like stuff we've actually seen on screen, Jango Fett is cooler than Boba Fett.
Definitely.
He is.
Yeah.
Because what do you see of Boba Fett? You see him walking around with a gun,
Yeah.
and then he flies
The-
into the Sarlacc
The
pit.
Kenobi Django fight
Yeah,
on
that's
on
on Camino.
Camino
Yeah.
is pretty good. I
Oh,
remember.
but also, by the way, on the last episode of the podcast, I said that I wanted to see a Star Wars movie, which would be Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Maul on Tatooine.
Yeah.
I can predict the future because that is happening, just not in a movie in Star Wars Rebels.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Straight down
so
again.
sick.
I
shout out.
wasn't sure because I haven't seen the modern version of the Clone Wars or Rebels.
Yeah.
I saw the
The 2003 animated show.
I really liked that.
I really liked
I
that.
like a bit of Mace Windu. If you,
I was just gonna say,
everyone,
yeah.
if you haven't seen it, Google it right now. Mace Windu, the early animated Star Wars Clone Wars thing. But I was surprised that they brought Darth Maul back because
Yeah.
I always thought when I was a kid when he got chopped in half, like, oh, did he chop him like at the stomach or at the waist? Like,
It's the waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of surprised and nicely surprised to see him come back within
He's really good.
Rebels.
He's
I'm
actually.
so sorry.
Come on, man.
I
Would
swear I
you
keep
kindly
turning
turn
it
your
off.
phone off?
He's actually
There we go.
played by the guy who played the guy in Force Unleashed. He's the Force Sam Witwer. Sam
yeah.
Witwer. Yeah.
He also, I didn't realize this because I really did love the Force Unleashed. Is that he also played the Emperor?
Yeah, he did. He does a great Emperor
Yeah.
voice, and he plays the Emperor in Rebels and Clone Wars as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, he's really good. Anyway, moving on.
To what?
The end of the show.
No, I want Mad Men, the game,
How would that work?
but a Lego game.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
Like-
The Rock do the voice?
press B to spank a woman.
Yeah. And then she just like explodes into like
Did you,
little
just say, did you just say, can The Rock do the voice?
Yeah, I
Can
would
we
just,
get off this obsession with the fucking
I just
Rock?
think a Lego Star Wars Rock movie would be great.
Welcome to the
Why?
welcome-
Lego Star Wars
Rock.
The
Sorry,
Rock.
words absolutely just.
No,
like,
that
betrayed
I'd
me then.
enjoy that. Instead of like you know, you have like a hub world and you go to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just you go to the Rock hub world where every character is the Rock
All the
from
Rocks.
all the Rock movies, and then you go and do the Scorpion King, you go and do Doom, you go
Oh
and
my
do
God.
Moana.
Welcome to the
Faster.
James McAvoy, The Rock, and
Hey, you
Peter
know what?
Jackson's King
Faster.
Kong
Like that
podcast.
film.
Yeah.
You what?
Faster.
Isn't that just a Fast and Furious like rip-off?
I thought it was, but then I watched it and I was like, that's actually a good film.
Fast and Furious rip-off.
I mean, it's, you know,
Rip-off.
Oh God, man.
What time are we at? What time?
we are at
1:31.
1:31.
All right, that's a good place. I think that's a good position to end it.
So, go play
Okay,
the
thanks
credits
everyone
skip
for
game.
Cool. Everyone talk at once. That's great content.
Blah, blah, blah.
So yeah, we will, great. We will be back next week, hopefully, once we figure out a time we can all get together and record. And yeah, I'm Nathan Bauer. Follow me on Twitter at @NathanBauer_.
You don't have to follow me on Twitter, but I'm Laurence.
You can add me on Facebook. I'm Harry.
You can add Harry on Facebook. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Tom Ruth. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you later.